Steel Toe Morning Show.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. I'm Aaron. April will be here in a little bit. I hate Monday evening shows. I hate starting off solo. I know they're good. I know they're solid, but when you got a morning show, and then you got the kids right after school, and then you do an evening show solo, woof, that gets to be a long day. We're going to do a goal tonight. We're going to get through Black Tuesday tomorrow. Tuesday is always the toughest day of the week. And then we're going to give away a VIP tomorrow, Wednesday night. We're going to do a VIP giveaway Wednesday night because, I'm getting tired of goals. We're going to get that fixed up for you because you cannot keep asking people for so much money in an economy like this. Everyone I talk to who does streaming says, oh my God. You know, it almost makes me... I don't like hearing that people aren't doing as well as they used to. I don't like, but it is, you know, like when someone does the same thing you do, and then they go, oh, it's fucking brutal out there. And you get that feeling where it's not a good feeling, but you're like, oh, good, it's not just me. Like there's something about, you know, the old saying, misery loves company. It's true. You know, if you're like, shit, what am I doing wrong? And then you hear from like 5 other people doing the same thing, no matter what you do. It makes you feel better in an odd way to know that they're going through the same thing you are. I said, like, think about your job. If you're like, God, do I fucking suck at my job? This is not ending. It's not good. And you go to the next department and they're like, yeah, it's fucking crazy in here too, man. I can't get ahead. And they're like, okay, whew, thank God. You know, it's kind of like this economy goes to shit. And you're like, God damn, inflation is just eating a fucking hole in my budget. It's terrible. But then you hear everyone else is going through it. That didn't make your life better. But it made you feel less alone with that. Like it almost made you feel like it's not your fault in an odd way. I don't know. I feel that way when I talk to other streamers. I feel the same way where they're like, oh, my numbers are down. Everything's down. I'm like, you know what? Fucking good. I guess that's just the way I'm wired. Welcome to the show, boys and girls. As I said, April will be here in a little bit. We've got lots to talk about. Paul R. Nelson. I do want to address this when he says good economy, bad economy. Everyone has an endless supply of money. You still shouldn't ask for money. They'll give if they want to. No, they won't. They will not give if they want to. We have tried that before, my friend. We do have to ask. I know it sounds easy. Oz, call back in a little bit, buddy, because I do not have the phone hooked up to the system. I am a fucking mess on Mondays. I am wiped, as it were. I appreciate that, Paul R. Nelson, but yeah, you don't. You don't do a show and then people just give you money. You either have to do a gimmick like Kevin does, like Kevin Brennan does a gimmick. He won't read your shit unless you pay. And I don't want to do that. I want everyone to be able to, have a say in the chat. I feel like it makes for a funnier show. And then, it's, you gotta ask. I mean, that's just the way it is. Paul R. Nelson, you go ahead and you do a show, you'll find out the same thing. That's it. Vinny's mom says, ain't too proud to beg. That's us, the beggar supremes, if you will. All right, guys, $240 away from tonight's goal. Let's knock that under 200 by the end of the first hour here and get down to business. All right, Oz, call back. Oz was calling in, and I would love to have Oz call into the program. That would be great, but I just didn't have my shit set up right. April will be here in just a little bit, probably the next half hour or so. Thank you very, very much. Again, $240 away. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. Keep the dream alive, if you will. Become a member. We're trying to get back up over 600 members. We've definitely taken a hit there for sure. Understandable. We've dropped under 600. We want to get back over that. Gray Duckling with $2 says, let us get drunk girls. Joe Bell says, Red Bar isn't watching because this is shit. I'll tell you what, I think what happened was we called Red Bar out. The not extortion, what do you call it? The embezzlement, he's dying, the grooming. I don't think he liked that very much because he's very weak. Once you push back a little bit, he falls apart. That was an easy one for us. That was a really, Chad was probably tougher than Red Bar. Sorry, Red Bar fans. I know he's like your Jewish idol and everything, but that was not a difficult one. Sorry. All right, guys. Very busy show today. As Gray Duckling says, let us get drunk girls. Absolutely. You guys, all you got to do is hit like, hit subscribe. Everybody just throw a thumbs up at the bottom of that chat, and we'll do a solid show for you. Tim B with $2 says, just keep doing a good show, and it will all work out for you. The show is awesome, and it will pay off in the end. Your lips to God's ears, buddy. We are just trying to get by. That's all. Let's jump into some things, shall we? Now that we've owned the Red Bar fans, and now that we've set everybody straight, I like that. I like when people come in and they're kind of weak sauce, and we can just kind of set them straight, and we're set for the rest of the program. By the way, I don't know what all the 420s that our audience is. Vinny's mom and Need Trump with a 420. Did something happen on Johnny's show today? Ricky Retardo, 420, Blaze It, dude. These are all our regulars who are doing the 420 thing. I don't know. I don't know where it's coming from. Sunshine says, how do I fast forward? Just skip tonight. It's going to be bad. Just let it. Just don't even worry about fast forwarding or anything else. I'm by myself. I don't have a co-host. I don't like it. Mondays aren't the most fun for me. So we're gonna fucking do is we're gonna basically, here's what we're gonna do: tread water until April gets here. That's it. We're gonna tread water until we see April. Again, everyone hit like, everyone hit subscribe. Let's do a show. All right. Speaking of people losing it like I am definitely having a bit of a mental breakdown. Let's talk about the Chargers coach. You know how I'm sweating like a fucking pig tonight. I don't know what this is. I am fucking dying down here. I don't know what it is. The lights are no brighter than they usually are. I'm dripping. Holy shit, this is bad. At any rate, I want to see someone else have a meltdown. Not me. I don't want to have a mental breakdown. I want to watch somebody else do it. So let's talk about the coach from the Los Angeles Chargers, who will be watching this Sunday at US Bank Stadium as they play the Minnesota Vikings. Thank you very much, Zach, for starting us off tonight with $20. I appreciate it. The Begathon program continues. 220 away from knocking it out tonight and doing overtime. Thank you. Everybody just be as financially irresponsible as Zach, and we'll have this thing nailed in no time. Thank you, boys and girls. Don't be shy. Throw it in the middle. Someone, I'll be joshing says it's meat sweats. That could very well be it. It could be meat sweats. But I am definitely, I can feel, you can feel the beads. They're caught up in your hair, but you can feel them coming down your head. You know what that is? Flop sweat. When everybody realizes what a fraud you are, and you just get flop sweat because you realize the last 17 years have all been a lie. That's exactly what that sweat is. It's just right here, right there. There you go. All right, I feel awkward. You feel awkward. Let's do a show. LA Chargers coach loses it over reporter trying to connect team's 0-2 start to its historic playoff meltdown last season. Now, there's only sports reporters are assholes. All right, they think they're the smartest guys in the room. They actually, you want to hear something weird? Sports guys actually think they're real journalists. Isn't that gross? That's like those guys who cover pro wrestling for websites, and they go, like, AEW is a total mark of a federation, and AEW does these media scrums where they have fake wrestlers who are doing fake gimmicks and fake matches go have like press conference afterwards, and it's like, are they shooting? Is it a work? Who knows? It's almost as gay as when podcasting does it. But AEW will have these guys go up there and they'll be like, all right, we're ready to take questions. And these fucking guys from wrestling websites, they'll call themselves journalists and they're there to get the real scoop, and they're asking fucking questions of the fake wrestling guys. I can't think of a dorkier thing. It's all being a sports reporter is almost as bad because you're talking to grown men about a game they're playing and acting like you're fucking Woodward and Bernstein. I was listening to Rich Eisen today because he was talking about Kirk Cousins and some Viking stuff. So I'm listening to Rich Eisen, and he's sitting there going, "Oh, did you see Sauce Gardner deleted his Twitter account? And did you see that Breece Hall tweeted that he had 4 touches and then he deleted the tweet?" It's like, who gives a shit? Like he's uncovering, who was responsible for the Watergate break-in. Oh, did you see what this corner tweeted? Oh, did you see what this running back tweeted and then deleted? Hey, this guy deleted his Twitter. Fucking good. He's probably tired of what a cesspool it is. Like, if you're not careful, that shit'll rot your brain. It'll fuck with you. Even a Sauce Gardner. He'll see a bunch of people writing terrible shit, and it'll start to warp his world. He'll start to think, oh my God, is everything this shitty? And then you have to delete it and realize, oh no, once you delete it, all those people go away and they don't exist anymore because that shit isn't real. Like, these are just all, speaking of being a work, all of Twitter is a work. It's all a bunch of people being who they wish they would have been and never got to be. So Sauce Gardner deletes his Twitter. I think that's a brilliant move. I think it's great. There's no way he benefits from Twitter. He doesn't get more interceptions and make more money because of his Twitter account, ever. So this LA Chargers coach is going up there, and the league mandates that these guys do press conferences. And so Brandon Staley, the Chargers head coach, is asked about their team starting 0-2. Now, he already doesn't want to be up there. His team's 0-2. They're struggling. They can't stop anybody from scoring. It's a bummer. And then to bring in how last year ended, where the Chargers went to the playoffs and blew like a 27-0 lead to the Jaguars. God damn it. Can you just leave the fucking guy alone? Could you just, ask him about their 0-2 start. That's fine, but don't go, hey, you know how you're really upset about the 0-2 start? Yeah. Does this have anything to do about that massive choke job? Like, you don't want to bring up last year. Thank you, Balls Deep, for the 420. He says for a guest Mondays till April finishes pooping. That's not a terrible idea. You're not wrong, but I'll get cooking here. 2:15 away. Thank you guys for your generosity. Keep her going. Become a member if you're on YouTube, or become a subscriber if you're on Rumble. That would be great. I would appreciate that. So let's watch. Let's watch Brandon Staley, the head coach of the Chargers, lose it after a reporter asks him a question about their 0-2 start. Oh, yeah, that's right. First, you got to watch. Oh, my God, I forgot about Mediaite. Somebody tweeted a Mediaite link and I used it. I forgot that they're one of those websites that they disable. You have to disable your ad blocker, and they have a Mediaite Plus subscription to watch all the videos. All right, here we go. Here's Brendan Staley, the head coach of the Chargers. Go ahead. This better be a good. I like good meltdowns.
People sort of wondered whether that Jacksonville loss would carry.
I'm not worried about the Jacksonville loss. The Jacksonville loss hasn't carried on to the season whatsoever. If you've seen our training camp or you've seen the way we played in the first 2 games, it hasn't had an impact on our team whatsoever. Our team is connected. Our team has played its heart out in 2 games, and we've lost 2 tough games. But it has nothing to do with the Jacksonville game. And if you ask anyone in our locker room, it has nothing to do with the Jacksonville game.
Now, I'm going to say right now, in sports, they use, and in media in general, they use the term meltdown and blow up and everything way too much. This doesn't look like a meltdown or a blow up to me. If you aren't a Vikings fan, I can go back to the late 80s and I can show you a meltdown. I mean, we had a coach who had the greatest meltdown in the history of the NFL. We'll watch Coach Jerry Burns in a little bit here, and then you can tell me if this is a meltdown. I hate this shit. I hate that we're becoming so soft and we're becoming such pussies that a guy looking at a dickbag sports reporter. See, this is what sports reporters do. If you answer them and they're kind of like internet trolls. When you bow up to them and you smack them around, they go, oh, look, he's outraged. Oh, he's melting down. It's like, no, he's being, I know you're not used to seeing how men behave, but that's how a man confronts another man who's being a cunt. And so Brandon Staley is confronting a guy for being cunty. And then how do they respond? Instead of you putting that guy in his place, they go ahead and write in their articles, oh, Brandon Staley melted down. Oh, my God, he's unhinged and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, you guys just got sunned by a man and you're bitter about it. I get this. I can relate to this. I do it all the time, just smacking people around left and right. And then they go, oh, you're mad. It's like, no, you're a bitch. Like, you got to learn how to be a man, my friend.
And that's just the truth. It's a convenient storyline for you and for everybody else, but it's not the truth. We've lost 2 tough games, but the guys in that locker room, the men in that locker room, they are finishers and they have what it takes.
This isn't a meltdown.
And we're excited to prove ourselves. Yeah, we just lost a game in overtime, Jeff. So how do you think the mood is? How do you think the mood is?
Yeah.
How do you think it is? It's tough. It's tough. It's a tough group in there. There's a lot of pride in that room. Okay? And we put a lot into this, and we got a good football team. And so we've lost 2 tough games. We've got to bounce back, learn from our mistakes, and be ready for Minnesota.
Yeah. How is that a meltdown? That is a group of little worms in the media room getting dressed down by the guy. I mean, that's not, in no way is that a meltdown. Minnesota fans, should I show them Jerry Burns? Should I show them a meltdown? Let's show them a meltdown. First, thank you, Dan Campbell, for the $49.99. That is huge. At 35 of that's going to go right to the old steel toe. And that means 180 away from tonight's goal. Thank you guys very much. The evening show audience making it easy this evening. Thank you very, very much. Vinny's mom says if that's a meltdown, then I'm off the hook. Yeah, it's a really shitty meltdown. Hillbilly Harry says sports reporters are soft weenies. No shit. They're also bitter because they get to say shitty things and ask shitty questions like that, and then a guy dresses them down and makes them look stupid. So they have to go, oh yeah, he melted down. Oh, he went crazy. It's the same thing as on a much smaller scale. Whenever someone comes into our chat and they don't have success trolling us out because we just laugh at them and point at them, and then they go back to whatever, forum they're on and they go, oh, he melted down. I got him. It's like anybody watching that knows you just got sunned and you look like a douche and you've actually convinced yourself that went well for you. Same thing with sports reporters. I think if sports reporters all got unemployed, they'd just be on Reddit all day talking about how the coach sucks and they can do a better job. Come to think of it, that's most of what it is. But I'll show you guys the Jerry Burns thing here. Jerry Burns press conference. It's not Bob Schnelker's fault. Fuckers. Here we go. This is a meltdown. What Brandon Staley did was, peanuts. This is a good old school 80s NFC. Back then it was the NFC Central, the black and blue division. This was a meltdown. And by the way, I want to point out before we start this, the Vikings had just won a game. I think it was like 18-15. We kicked 6 field goals. We didn't score a single touchdown. And people were shitting on the offense and shitting on the team, and we had just won, and Jerry had it.
And Merriweather just made a great play. Faked the guy on the outside, stepped inside him, and made the block. It was a hell of a game. I mean, shit. For $23, if you can get more excitement than that, hell, you're in the wrong operation.
You know, honestly, I hear this now, and I go, $23. God, we've really fucked up our currency. I start thinking about the Federal Reserve now when I listen to this rant. I go, $23 for a football ticket? Holy shit, we're sitting here. If we get club seats for $125, we're like, yes, score, cheap football tickets. Oh my God, what have we done to our children?
A hell of a game. Let me say something. As long as I'm in this fucking job, Snelker will be the offensive coach. I mean, no question fucking about that. No fucking question about that.
Another thing, and I'm going to stop this a lot. I'll try to keep my little interludes here brief. But what I love about it is he shoves the F word into it. He goes, no question fucking about that. And not only that, remember, Brandon Staley had to be coerced by a shitty reporter to go on his rant. Jerry Burns hasn't taken a single question yet. He's just off and running after a win.
I don't like to name names after a fucking game, but we can't be responsible for the blocking. We can't be responsible for the fucking guys jumping offside. We can't be responsible for We get down there and it was a dumb play by Anderson. I love Anderson, but it was a dumb fucking play when his foot was shoe was coming off up the line screen. We were hard to take time out. We had a fucking trap play called, and his fucking shoe comes off. That ain't Bob Schnelker's fault.
Bob Schnelker was the offensive coordinator. And again, I just want to point out, nobody has said anything to this man, and he's cursing them out.
We have another fucking trap play, and if Finney picks up his fucking feet, he walks in. We got the fucking pass to AC out there in the flat. The ball's thrown in low. That isn't Schnelker's fault. We got right down there, we got the second down, and I don't know what the hell, 2 yards ago, I don't know what, 15, 40, whatever the hell it was, and Irwin jumps offside. Now, these are the things that have been hurting us all along, the little things. We're working at them to stop them.
So that's so if you don't know this rant by now, this is just the prelude. This isn't even the whole thing. This is just Jerry getting shit off his chest. And then he opens it up to questions.
We moved the ball good today. We went down there and we didn't get the ball in the end zone.
Did you win this game?
First guy, if you guys didn't hear that, the first question he gets, the guy goes, did you win this game? Because they're like, dude, you're shot out of a cannon. You're dropping the F-bomb every 6 seconds. Did you win today? Were we watching a different game?
Didn't get the ball in the end zone.
Did you win this game?
I think we did, yeah. Anything else?
Well, just
now this is the best part because it's like he goes, anything else? And he pretty much answered everybody's question. But as the press, you're like, we might not ever see him like this again. Keep his crazy ass up there. So this is like that moment where you're all looking at like the guy with the most tenure in the press pool, and you're like, ask him a fucking question. Just make sure he stays up there. That's what I hate about the Brandon Staley thing. Is like they try to rile these guys up. Then when they rile them up and they get yelled at, they go, oh, he's unhinged. Fuck you.
before you do though, Carlos, you had a kicking problem in the past.
No, we'll stir one up. We'll stir one up here before it's done. You know, he did a sensational fucking job. Kicked seven goddamn field goals.
Oh, it's 21.
You can win a game many ways, many ways. DJ, I was happy when they kicked the goddamn ball to him. Yeah, last week on the Giants, Christ, he ran 65 yards. This time he fumbles the ball. What the hell can you do?
He's yelling at everyone.
Fuck, you can't, all you do is you prepare as thoroughly as you can. The guys play their asses off. Any other questions?
Late victory like this help you?
Sure to help us. Sure, I talked to John afterwards. I thought it was a tough one for him to lose. But it's a big win. Big win. It was a hell of a great catch by Hassan. The guys didn't give up. A great catch by Hassan. A great field goal by Carlos.
Is that exactly the same play as the previous one?
Exactly the same one. He almost had the ball the previous one. And he went up and by a great effort he got the ball.
Was AC hurt? Or was
He was hurt. AC had a groin pull on that one pass and that quick over there that he caught and he sort of went down.
Hey, he's starting to calm down, guys. Rile him back up. Ask him about the offensive coordinator again. That gets him going.
and he had the splits.
What's that play called?
It's called squadron left, squadron right, whichever way the squadron lines up, squadron fly. Squadron, that was a squadron left, squadron fly. They were throwing down there. What you're looking for is exactly what happened. That, the tip ball, maybe a penalty, some damn thing. Some damn thing. That same pass.
Ask him about Schnelker.
This game reminds me of a Cleveland Brown game when we went down to the old Met Center. When we throw the ball century, he lateral the ball to Teddy Brown. Teddy Brown ran out of bounds. Made a great play. The next one we hit Ahmad on the squadron right, put it in and won the division.
In this squad, there's usually 4 wide receivers.
3 wide receivers. 3 wide receivers. Tight end stays in, fullback stays in, 3 wide receivers. Their job is to run down there and hopefully they'll get a tip ball, pass interference, a great play, something.
Here it comes.
Your Schnelker endorsement stems from all this stuff over in
The guy.
So here we go. He's talking about his squadron fly. He's an offensive-minded guy. He loves this shit. Oh, good. I'm calming down. We can talk about my playbook. And if you don't live in Minnesota, that's Patrick Royce. He's a legendary sports writer. And Patrick Royce, that unmistakable voice, he just goes, your endorsement of Bob Schnelker. Like, Royce's such a shit-stirring little prick. He's just like, all right, guys, he's cooling down a little bit. Let's ask him about Schnelker, see if we can get him to blow his fucking head off.
stems from all this stuff over in
The guy feel like shit afterwards. What?
or something that happened today, or just
Yeah, he felt like shit afterwards. Everybody booing the shit out of him, but he worked his ass off. And no smarter coordinator in football. Fuck, they put his picture up there and the fuckers boo him.
That's my favorite part. The fuckers put his picture up there and the fuckers boo him. Talking about the fans. Nobody talks like that anymore. Everyone acts like, oh, Bill Belichick, he's scary. Bullshit. Jerry Burns would make Bill Belichick shit his pants. You think a coach out there now would go, fuckers put his picture up there and those fuckers boo him? No, they'd be fined so fast for talking that way. And Jerry Burns is up there, yeah, no question fucking about that.
Fuckers.
and then the end of the press conference is him just going, fuckers. Let's watch that last part uninterrupted.
Yeah, he felt like shit afterwards. Everybody booing the shit out of him, but he worked his ass off. And no smarter coordinator in football. Fuck, they put his picture up there and the fuckers boo him. Fuckers.
And then he walks off. Fuckers. It's the best dismount in football press conference history. If you've never seen that before and you're looking for that one, Jerry Burns. That's where you're going to, Jerry Burns, meltdown, rant, whatever. He's fantastic. He's so great. It ain't Bob's. Yeah, just anytime you would have seen Jerry Burns after that, just go up to him and be like, hey, Jerry, is this Bob Schnelker's fault? Like nowadays, they would have had like T-shirts made. It's like, it's not Bob Schnelker's fault. Fucking Burnsy was awesome, man. Pretty mediocre coach. I mean, we were okay under him, but not the greatest. I would say probably, let's see, Bud Grant's our best coach ever. Denny Green's our second best coach ever. I'd say Burns is probably third, and then maybe Zimmer fourth. Maybe Zimmer. It's a big drop-off after that. Kevin O'Connell gets one more division title, and he instantly jumps up behind Jerry Burns, I think. The Ghost of Redbeard says, I love this. What's the fuck count on this video? It's right. It's out of this world. Like when you get through the first, 45 seconds, you're just like, I lost count. I ain't, somebody else keep track. I'm not going to be able to do this. They want the Denny Green rant. Best coach ever. Rex Ryan's wife's feet. That's very funny. Von Kaiser says Childress. Childress, Zimmer, to me, kind of the same. I thought they were both I thought they sucked and were devoid of leadership and charisma. We can do Denny Green's rant. Are you talking about the Arizona one? About the Bears? Yeah. Here we go.
4 picks against Grossman and 2 fumbles. What did you see about the Bears?
So they were 1-5. They started the season 1-0. They lost 5 straight games. This was after Denny got fired from Minnesota. He went to Arizona, won his first game. They were all really excited about him, and then it just fell the fuck apart. I don't even know if he finished that season.
Would shut him down that way?
No, we just the Bears are what we thought they were. What we thought they were. We played them in preseason. Who the hell takes a third game in the preseason like it's bull? We played them in the third game. Everybody played 3 quarters. The Bears are who we thought they were. And that's why we took the damn field. Now, if you want to crown them, then crown their ass. But they are who we thought they were. And we let them off the hook.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach. They're like, nah, we're good. Because he's standing there like he's in battle mode, and he's like, you want to ask me a fucking question? Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it. See, they had more balls back in Jerry Burns' day. They'd sit in the barrel and they'd be like, hey, let's poke Burnsy a little bit and see what happens. Yeah, Kai Carter says, we coming for you. That was kind of like a Booker T promo that he was cutting. Left-handed says, now that's a meltdown. Yeah, that's a meltdown. Like Denny Green, that wasn't like questions coming at him and he was like pissed off at the press for the questions they were asking. It was more, Denny Green was pissed that he lost. And then he goes, you want to crown him? Then crown their ass. Like that wasn't something that the reporter brought out of him. That was something he already had in there and he was waiting for an excuse to let it out. Hello, April. Good evening.
Hello.
We're just talking about some grown men having meltdowns.
I always like the Jerry Burns one.
Jerry Burns
I laughed my dick off.
Jerry Burns is always a classic. Thank you to Hobo Chili Recipe for $2. Says that Sandusky fella really fucked up the works. Sincerely, the ghost of Joe Paterno's prostate. Yes, if by the works you mean little children, then yes, he really fucked up the work. You don't know about Jerry Sandusky?
Oh yeah. Oh, Sandusky. Yeah. I was so busy with my things.
The Penn State coach.
Yeah, I was going to say Sandusky's a pretty notorious one.
He was bad. And I used to get in arguments with the people because that happened when I was in Litchfield doing radio. I used to get into arguments with the other radio people there. And because I would say, dude, Paterno knew. And he turned a blind eye to that shit. Like people told Paterno, they're like, no, Joe Paterno would never do that. Like for some reason, the boomers that I worked with thought that like all these guys were noble because they were good football coaches.
Right,
like,
upstanding.
Yeah, they're good football coaches, so they must be good guys. It's like, no. Especially a guy who'd been around as long as Paterno did, like 40, 50 years, whatever it was. And he like owned the school basically. He wasn't going to let this whole thing go public, so he's going to bury it and cover it up and hide it and everything else.
Yep.
Your offensive or defensive coordinator, whichever one he was, but one of your coordinators is victimizing kids in the showers at Penn State for his like football mini camp. Nobody ever said a word to you. No parent ever brought something up. No other coach ever brought something up. Bullshit.
That's always what I think. If something is that bad, there's no way that nobody said anything ever.
Right.
There's not a chance.
Oh, Irish Diesel doesn't understand what happened with the Sandusky thing. Maybe it's been too long. He said college-age football players aren't little children, Aaron. Not that what Sandusky did was right, but at least be accurate. Oh, dude, no. No, these were not college football players. Sandusky had a youth football program
like
that he ran. Yeah. And he would molest the children. So, yeah, no, it wasn't. Irish Diesel. Maybe it's been too long and people forgot. He was not fucking college kids.
He really liked the position tight ends.
Yes. He wasn't like having gay sex with grown men.
No.
He was fucking children.
Complete opposite of consensual, pretty much.
Yeah, so Irish Diesel, maybe you just remember it a little differently, but that is not what happened. And Crew Smitty, at a time like this, please do not write rhythmic slapping.
That's unacceptable, Crew Smitty.
Creep.
That is so gross.
Irish Diesel says, Paterno didn't know shit. He was an old man from a different era. Stop saying nonsense, Aaron. There's people out there who have said they brought this to Paterno.
Yeah.
I mean, what's that? God damn, there's one guy, the ginger fuck. Oh, God, that ginger fuck who said, I told Paterno about this, and he told me to just mind my business and leave Jerry alone.
That's the unfortunate part of like old dudes, though, is like sometimes they do hear something really bad and they just don't want to deal with it. So they're like, mind your own business. Not okay.
Michael Mucosis or something like that.
Mucosis.
Whistleblower. Mike McQueary. Oh, what an unfortunate name to have to be the guy who calls out a gay child sexual molestation thing.
He looks like he's part of it.
Yeah, Mike McQueary was the guy who I think told Paterno about it, and Paterno was like, dude, you gotta stop.
Like, look at this guy.
His testimony helped prosecutors charge Jerry Sandusky with child molestation. A jury awarded the former Penn State assistant football coach $7.3 million in damages back in 2016.
Wow.
Well, good for him. Then, September 1st of this year, whistleblower lawsuit alleges Penn State falsified records. I got to click on this one because it goes out after that. Falsified records mishandled sensitive information.
Well, that would make sense, right?
Oh, this has nothing to do with butt-fucking children, though. This is just about government forms and shit.
Oh, oof. So Penn State's just going through it?
Yeah, that has nothing to do with the kid fucking.
Well, thank God no more buttholes were victimized.
No more buttholes were wounded in the making of this football program. Krusmity says that's what was said in testimony. Oh, that's right. Mike McQueary said he heard rhythmic slapping coming from the showers. I remember that now.
Okay, so he wasn't just being disgusting.
Yeah, he was.
That's not okay, guys.
He told people inside of Penn State before he went to the authorities or anything else. He went to people at Penn State, and like it fucked him up so bad, Mike McQueary, that he moved out to the woods and changed his name to Oliver Anthony and started singing songs.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
He's got my butthole and his rhythmic slapping and he's fucking the kids at a football camp.
God damn it.
He just had to get that evil out of him.
Can you imagine if you're McQueary walking into the locker room and you can't see anything yet, but you can hear the rhythmic slapping?
Yeah.
And you're just crossing your fingers, squeezing your eyes shut and praying it's not what you think it is.
You're just sitting there going, I really hope that's not Coach Sandusky butt-fucking a child.
No, at best, I think you hope it's Sandusky fapping his own meat somewhere
At
alone.
worst, you're like, maybe he's just an old queen and he's having gay sex with a boyfriend.
No, I'm just hoping he's beating his own meat to nobody. Nobody's
just
around
jacking
him.
off in the shower.
Right, he's just jacking off in the shower.
Can't wait to go home to whack it, so he's got to jack off in the shower.
The sad part is that's bad enough. You're jacking off in like somebody's locker room.
I don't know. Jacking off in the locker room ain't so bad. There's worse things you can be doing, right?
Really?
Like fucking a kid.
well, yes, it does get worse than that. But
There's that.
Have you guys, like, is that a thing?
What, jacking off in the shower?
In a locker room.
No.
I didn't think so.
You do not jack off in the locker room. Irish Diesel says getting paid $1.7 million sure is an incentive to whistle blow. Well, at least you didn't have a blown out whistle like those poor kids. I mean, and it wasn't $1.7. It was $7.3, my friend.
You're right. It wasn't $1.7.
Yeah, you're right. It wasn't $1.7 million, not $1.7.
Yeah, $7.3 million. That'll get you squawking, I guess, if you're McQueary.
Mike McQueary. 180 away from tonight's goal. If you'd like to contribute, thank you very much in advance. Streamlabs, PayPal, you see all the links in the chat right there. Click one of them, throw a couple bucks to your favorite show, and we'll have a successful Monday. We knocked it out this morning. Knock it out tonight. Tuesday is always the trap day, Black Tuesday, as we like to call it. We're not going to do a goal on Wednesday evening. We're going to have a VIP show. We're going to give away a VIP on Wednesday evening. So if you guys want to knock it out tonight, thank you very much. The morning show audience did get you $10 ahead.
Dude, they trucked along too, didn't they? Like
No, we had to well, yeah.
They did a great job, I thought.
We had to rally at the end, but yeah, they got it. They did a solid. They didn't have a very big one.
It was a tiny rally.
The members-only audience did a great job of getting them down to 210, and they knocked it out. So, yes, absolutely. And if you can become a member on YouTube, if you can click that join button, that would be great. Or if you want to gift memberships, that would be awesome, because what we're trying to do, what we're really pushing right now, is getting back up over 600 members. Aaron needs lots of members. Just remember that. So become a member, chip into the show any way you can. We're an expensive little program. I get that, but we do appreciate your guys' support. 180 away tonight. Let's do that. So we're already under 200 by the end of the first hour. Also, hit the like button, help out the algorithm, share the show, let people know we're here. Looks like we are, about 260 already. All right, we like to be in the 300s for the evening shows, so we're getting close.
We'll get there.
Thank you guys very much. Give me lots of members tonight. That's number one.
You drop a lot of clues.
Yes. Howard Stern wanted to comment on the Lauren Boebert thing today. And, I think about 1990s, early 2000s Howard Stern, and I think about that show, and I'm like, Howard Stern would be moving heaven and earth right now to get Lauren Boebert on his show and talk to her about, like, sex stuff and dicks and titties. And
just raunchy everything.
Howard would be on there just wanting to talk to Lauren Boebert about sex for an hour.
Lauren, how do you like your titties grabbed?
Oh, and it would be, and he would go through it and you'd be like, we're watching this video. This guy doesn't know how to grab titties. It looks like he's, unscrewing a pickle jar, for Christ's sake. What is this guy doing?
It looks like it hurts.
He's really wrenching your tit there during Beetlejuice. Was it? I don't understand.
Just aggressive.
It would be great radio. Howard would have Boebert on. She would talk to the whole country. It would be great.
Maybe you'd have the guy on too.
Maybe have him on, sure, if you can't get Lauren Boebert. But the problem is, now we're dealing with old Howard. And old Howard is just anything that's Democrat is good, and anything that's Republican is bad, and anything that's Trump is like cancer. It's the worst thing you've ever seen in your entire life.
It's toxic.
So he was talking about the Lauren Boebert thing, and I never thought I'd say this, but Howard Stern was outraged.
About what?
Of all the people in the world that I would say, so-and-so was outraged that this woman was grabbing a guy's cock and he was grabbing her tits in a theater. Of all the people I would say in my lifetime were outraged by something like that, I never in a million years thought Howard Stern would be one of them.
No, I think the only thing you can be outraged about is that a tit didn't fall out of her dress.
That's what Howard would be upset about, was that she kept him in so nice. Let's play the clip of Howard talking about Lauren Boebert. And again, that should pretty much be Howard's entrance music at this point. Listen to Howard talk about Lauren Boebert, and you guys can be... It's again, I guess... example 947 of how far Howard has fallen and how disappointing it is to be a fan of his.
Olbermann is a disgrace to this country, not because of the video. You are 100% right. Forget the politics. She's in a titty dress. If you saw the video, she's in a titty dress. She's with some dude. Looks like she's, obviously vaping, but also looks like she might be grabbing his penis during Beetlejuice. And he's playing with her tits.
When did you turn into an old yenta, Howard? Don't answer that. It's just going to make me feel bad.
Don't even ask that question.
Oh, my God. It's so gross. Like, every time he has a chance to, like, show us, like, hey, guys, I'm still here. Hey, guys, I'm still fun. I'm still a good time.
We're not
He's
fun.
using words like penis. Back in the day, he would have said, she's in the theater. She's grabbing his cock or she's grabbing his dick. And now he's like, boys have...
He's twisting her tits.
Yeah, he's twisting her titties, Robin. Oh, I'd like to know what her nipples look like. I mean, it would be that kind of shit.
Now, how hard are they?
And now, here he is. She's a disgrace to this country, getting her boobs fondled and touching penis inside of a theater. It's like he's turning into an old Christian conservative guy.
Worse, almost. Like, do we not get to be sexual off the clock now?
Right.
Like, I mean, she's not at work.
I mean, don't get me wrong. She's a total slag and a bimbo.
It was a bit rich, but,
But at the same time, like, who's taking this seriously?
Not one single person. I think all of us have really enjoyed watching this.
I love it. I think it's great. I got more updates tomorrow.
Oh, my God. Like, if any politician was caught doing this stuff, I guess. Like, I think it's a great time.
I got a Boebert clip for this morning. I got a Boebert clip for tonight.
Oh, thank Christ.
The Steel Toe Boebert, the Steel Toe page on YouTube and Rumble is just going to be littered with Lauren Boebert shit because this is awesome.
It is.
It's funny.
It's really nice seeing politicians out of their element.
Yeah.
When they're always so serious and just uptight and fighting.
It's fun watching a female politician almost get fucked.
Pretty much.
It's nice to see them get fucked for once. That's good.
Right, we get it every day.
Yeah.
Anally.
Time for you to feel what it's like. Our tits get twisted purple by you people.
Yeah, but it looks like she was having fun doing it.
She's having a great time.
You know,
By the way, I'm going to go with fake tits. She's had 4 kids.
they do look pretty fake.
Those have to be fake
well-
tits. She's got too much suspension on those bad boys for those to be real.
That's kind of what I said. When they show the up close of her dress, it was so low cut. Like, they were almost out. Like, it's to the nipple. And they were just protruding and, like, no bra. They gotta be fake, right?
Gotta be fake
They're
tits.
huge and she's tiny, too.
Yeah, they don't look like they belong on her.
Right.
But
Good for her, though.
Listening to Howard Stern go, this is an embarrassment to the country. Like, I would be fine if Howie was like, she's a Republican, she likes Trump, she's a disgrace to this country. Okay, fine, I'm used to it, whatever. But he goes, but watching her almost get finger popped in a fucking Beetlejuice play was pretty awesome. Oh my God, we should have her on the show to talk about it and this and that. Listening to him talk like he's a priest and how immoral this is against the Lord is a bummer. And apparently there's 3.5 more minutes of it.
Well,
sexy play.
It's a very erotic play, evidently. I remember the movie. It was nothing sexy about it.
You didn't grab anybody during the movie.
I guess the play is much hotter. But she was wearing a tight titty dress. I've seen porn stars wear more. And this dude that she's with is playing with her titties during it. They're having a party. And I mean, take away the politics. Jesus Christ. She's fun. I mean.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, that's different.
That's
then.
better, Howard. You're getting there.
Yeah.
But like you started this with, she's an embarrassment. She's a disgrace. What is she doing? Oh, my God. You know what? I shouldn't have paused it because now I'm getting hope.
Right.
That Howard's not going to be an old fuddy-duddy about this?
He'll come around.
Oh, boy. Let's see him break my heart.
I'd like to be at a play.
Do you want your Congress people to be fun or serious?
No, you're mixing. If you want me to talk about her as a congressperson, first of all, she's a liar. She was denying that she vaped, didn't even know what vaping was. But then when they found the video, I'm so sorry. I mean, what is with
Howard, of all the things we're going to get mad at a politician about for lying, we're going to go with them vaping. I can tell you this right now, Howard. It is the least harmful lie a politician has told in the last 75 years.
I mean, can we just start with the administration and his family?
I mean, I did not have sexual relations with that woman is a bigger lie. And that's not even a big lie. Who gives a shit? That's a bigger lie than I wasn't vaping. And that was nothing. But everybody clutched their pearls over it.
Oh my God, the Biden administration right now, all the lies there.
Everybody.
And the disgrace they are.
Mitch McConnell, Dianne Feinstein.
Top.
Fuck them all. They all do it all day long. And then how Lauren Boebert goes, no, I was just grabbing some cock. I wasn't vaping. Like, imagine not denying the cock grabbing, but denying the vaping.
Well, maybe it was a great cock. You don't know.
We don't know.
Maybe the vape wasn't so good.
It's a watermelon vape.
Falling short of my own standards.
Oh, yeah. Someone told me I don't know if this is true. Someone told me she's already a grandmother. She's like 36, but her kid already had like a kid already.
Yeah.
Is that true, or am I reading the wrong?
I don't know anything else about her.
I think she has a 19-year-old kid that had a kid.
Babies having babies.
So she had a kid when she was 17 or 18.
Oh, she did?
And now that kid has a kid?
Oh yeah. No.
She's got single mom written all over her.
That is the bad thing about having children when you're young. A lot of them, if they're girls, will repeat what you've done.
Dude, and she got elected to Congress. She's dumber than a bag of hammers. But she got elected to Congress because she just looked hot with fake tits, carried a gun, and said Trump rules. And they were like, let's make her a congresswoman.
Well, like you said, a lot of women vote based on how attractive somebody is. Like, she's obviously very pretty.
Right.
Why not vote for her, right?
Sure, why not? She's holding guns. She says Trump rules. Her tits are way up high. I like her.
Sky high.
Except, like she loves shows, live shows.
No, you're correct. I think she had to drop out of high school because she was pregnant.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I think she barely won the election. I mean, how
she did. She won it
I don't know what's going on in Colorado.
But
what are they? Just got dumb people in Colorado? How do you elect someone like her?
Ladies and gentlemen, the consequences of legalizing marijuana. I give it to you right here.
Okay, but also, what does any of that have to do with like her being sexual at a play?
I can't believe I'm listening to Howard Stern outraged about it.
It seems pretty weird.
Like,
right?
I feel like this should be Howard Stern, like you said, either having the boyfriend on or her on.
What was it like to grab Lauren Boebert's tits?
A congresswoman's tits.
What did you guys do when you left?
Come on. Colorado is the first state that legalized marijuana.
Isn't she the one who's screaming about drag queens all the time and they're immoral? And isn't she a big morality person? I mean,
yeah, but she's never said anything against women grabbing guys by the dick in a theater.
I don't see any drag anything there.
Yeah, if anything, his dick was dragging on the ground after she was tugging on it at the theater.
Aren't we all allowed to slip up a little bit? I just couldn't wait till I got home.
Yeah, she said, I slipped up. I have an eccentric personality.
Oh, is that what she said?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It's a funny way of saying I'm a cock
That's
slut.
exactly what I would have said. Like, can't we all cut loose a little bit?
Yeah, she's cutting loose.
She doesn't want people. She doesn't want you to. Sorry, Robin.
Go ahead.
No, just she doesn't want you exposing children to sexuality. But what she means is homosexuality. She doesn't mean sexuality.
Right.
She's okay with you seeing heterosexuality, just not gay.
I don't think she was okay with kids seeing her grabbing that guy's cock. I don't think she was like, oh boy, I really hope a bunch of kids see this.
I don't recall seeing any kids in that video.
No.
You know, it's a play. A lot of people don't bring kids to adult plays.
Hopefully
anyways,
not.
You know?
Hopefully you're not bringing your kids to Beetlejuice.
No.
Well, and that's what I take issue with too. Is I don't do sexual stuff in front of my kids.
And how?
Oh, good for you, sir. Oh,
Wow.
good. I tell you what, this guy, salt of the earth, this guy.
Upstanding citizen.
I don't slam pussy in front of my children. What am I, a freak of nature?
How embarrassing. Like, she's at a play of Beetlejuice and she's the annoying, like, this is a woman who's a congresswoman. She's the annoying person. There was some pregnant woman behind her, if you watch the video, who's saying, I think she's saying to her, can you please stop vaping? I don't want to breathe that shit in.
Isn't it just vapor that comes out?
I guess, judging from the video, I hope I have the story right. They had to escort her out of a play because she can't act appropriately.
I mean, look, it was a pretty white trash deal.
Funny.
It's a pretty white trash deal, Howard, but it's funny.
It's
not
so funny.
Yeah, it's not this, oh my God. I'm listening to Howard Stern clutch his pearls and be offended that this woman was doing this. Anyone who takes this seriously for 5 seconds,
right,
but doesn't stop to think about the fact that Zelensky's on his way to the United States to threaten us so we give him more money. I mean, but don't worry, Lauren Boebert grabbed the guy's cock so we can, clutch our pearls over that.
I can't imagine.
I hope she made him come through his pants.
You hope he had a nice splooge.
Yeah, I hope he fucking came all over his dockers.
Do your pants stick to you when that happens?
I've never came in my pants.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice job.
I hold it very well.
I hold it.
I need flesh-on-flesh contact in order to splooge.
I hold my spaff.
Yeah.
As long as I can.
Play? I mean...
Well, she can't act appropriately anywhere.
Jesus.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, how did she win an election?
This has nothing to do with that.
Obviously, Howard, she grabbed a bunch of guys' cocks. I mean, clearly
Right.
that's how she won the election.
That's actually, she went door to door grabbing dicks and just said, vote for me.
She had a gun in one hand and a dick in the other and said, MAGA, MAGA, motherfucker. And then
Wow.
everybody said, we got to get this woman in Congress. She's a hoot.
What a couple old fogies, though.
I know.
Seriously, it has nothing to do with her politics. She got clearly drunk, right?
Yeah.
She was drunk with some dude at a play, and they got a little
Handsy.
high school
Yeah.
handsy, big deal.
Look, did she do a super white trash thing? Yes,
Yes.
of course.
Don't we all do stupid shit?
As far as Congress people goes, it's not like she voted for a war. This is like that Joker thing. Everything goes according to plan. Nobody panics, even if the plan is horrifying.
Yeah.
Like if I tell you we're going to send billions of dollars to, have this country murder people from this country, and then that country is going to murder people from that country back. Everyone's like, okay, that's what we do.
As long as it's a plan.
Yeah, but we got, this woman's going to dry jack some guy in a theater. They're like, oh my God. That is not what we do.
I mean, I don't think if she'd announced that she was going to this play and everything and made a big stink about Lauren Boebert, I'm going to be at this play today. She didn't do that either.
Whacking guys off.
She's just kind of quietly there on a date.
They've devalued our dollar by 99% in the last 10 to 15 years, and it's increased the cost of goods. Oh, that's okay. It's all part of the plan. Did you see that congresswoman touch a guy's dick and vape?
You want to know something? I bet if you're in Congress and you don't agree with the shit going on right now, I bet you do kind of want to just get fucked up and do some shit.
Just get
Grab
drunk
dicks
and jack a guy off.
at the Beetlejuice
That's what Mitch
musical.
McConnell told me.
Why are you at a Beetlejuice musical?
That sounds kind of fun.
What?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, you got to prove you're not gay if you go to a musical, though. So you got to get jacked off in your seat to be like, I'm not
That could
gay.
be it. What if he only went with her if she promised to jack his dick?
Right. I want to go to Beetlejuice. Will you rub my cock? You got yourself a goddamn deal.
How does a woman like that win an election? I mean,
Election.
there's certain standards of of like, don't lie. I mean, once you get
You used to weigh people's shit on the radio, and you used to talk to retards all day. Excuse me, Howard, but we're not doing this. I'm not going to let you do this. I'm not going to let you go, we have standards in this country. Okay, Rush Limbaugh. Jesus Christ. We have standards here in America, and we will not stand for our republic to be jacked off like a common bar owner at a play.
This does sound on par, though, for an old Jewish man who stays in his house playing with his cats all day.
And chess on the internet.
Like, there's nothing raunchy in his life.
I play chess all day on the internet, and my young wife goes out with her friends.
Yeah, she's
and
out.
I just tell you, I find this Shiksa's routine to be very disgusting.
caught lying like that, goodbye. But no one
less
Not
Jewy.
anymore. No, not anymore. You don't have to leave. You just stay there and weather the storm.
Yeah.
Whatever
But I
storm
gotta
there
admit,
may be.
When I watched that,
What did she do? Did she kidnap a kid? Did she vote for an illegal war? Did she, again, if all of our Congress people made decisions that benefited the American people and then they all went out and jacked people off in a theater, I'm okay with that.
I am too.
That's fine.
Yeah.
If they keep voting for war and stop jacking each other off in theaters, I'm against that.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care if you rent out a whole theater for Congress.
Everyone's got dicks and
they're like, we're not going to give
hands.
another dime to these fucking criminal arms companies. We're not going to give another fucking dime to these pharmaceutical companies. We're going to close down all our bases around the world. We're going to shut down the empire. We're going to bring it all home. We're going to take care of the United States of America. We're going to drill for oil so people can afford gasoline. And then if after they did all that, they all rented out a big theater and just whacked each other's cocks until they chafed, I'm okay with that. God bless America. Let's do that. Let's stop voting for war and inflation and spending and fucking people over and giving money to all these oligarchs and then just dry jack each other all fucking day. That's cool.
Can you imagine Feinstein and Fetterman just in the theater together?
I hope he's finger popping her and she's whacking him off. Go bananas.
So dusty.
And Pfizer has to pay for their own bananas.
tape, I go, God, she must be so much fun to fuck. Oh my God.
That's
she's
the right
a hot
take.
girlfriend, but do we need her in Congress?
Shut
Did
up.
you notice that when he reached
We
over
need
to
her in
grab
a
her
strip
boob?
club, and we need her
There
to
you
give
go.
lap dances, and we need her to play with guys' dicks through their
Are those
pants.
real, Howard? Are those real breasts?
No.
I don't know. Listen, that I can't answer.
Oh, come on.
What
Now
a
you're
pussy.
Come on, you bitch.
We've, put our theories out there.
She's got the most slender frame you've ever seen,
Right.
and then under her chin tits.
She is slim. She's slimmer than I am. At least
Yeah.
I'm like a little bit muscular, and she's just whoosh, with
Her tits
huge tits.
Yeah, her tits are wider than her body.
That doesn't
Howard.
happen on little people. I'm sorry.
No. Tits grow best on little people.
I
You
examined the
cannot
tape.
confirm or deny.
Those dresses are tricky. Those dresses really make them look perfect. So it's hard to tell if it's the dress or if they really are like that. She was born with them. It's pretty impressive if she was.
She wasn't.
No.
She's had 4 fucking children. If she didn't get them operated on, they'd be down by her toes by now.
National Geographic style.
Yeah, she'd have nipples that could be pistons in an automobile.
Suckled dry.
Yeah, exactly. SH becoming a member for his 4th month says she grabbed a willing guy. She's better than most.
Yeah, I really, aside from the white trashiness of it, I didn't see anything wrong with what happened, really.
Right.
I don't see how her politics and her sexual life off the clock or anything to be,
Yeah,
as long as it's legal.
exactly.
Like, she's not touching kids. Like you said, she didn't
Right. She's not molesting
abduct
children.
a kid or something.
Look, the level of morality for Congress is low. She cleared the bar as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Soared above it.
Yeah, she didn't go
Tits
with a
first.
Jewish financier to an island to fuck teenagers. She's okay in my book.
We find out she's in that book.
That wouldn't be good.
No.
But she was working. She wasn't one of the powerful people.
I mean,
she's been on
doesn't-
both sides now.
Doesn't that just seem more American, just, getting it on and being stupid and retarded off the clock?
yeah,
and
whacking
like
off
you
in
said,
a
voting
theater.
for all these wars and Zelensky's
Yeah.
coming over here and
I would
don't know.
gladly,
a breath of fresh air almost.
yeah, I would gladly have all these Congress people just jack each other off if we
Yes.
could stop funding the war in
They'd
Ukraine.
probably be happier.
Yeah. If we stopped giving drug companies free money and then they get to keep all the profits, I would gladly let them all butt fuck each other in the halls of Congress. I wouldn't care.
Funny if there's just like jack hour. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just an hour of jacking.
It's totally fine with me.
Somewhere.
Sign them up. TVA Dan says the guy who would invite girls half his age to ride a sex machine on the air is the compass of morality we all need. Exactly.
Right. God damn it. It always pisses me off when somebody, like even like a Chad Zumach has pretended to be the moral compass we should all follow before. But have you heard him? Oh my God. I never understood that. People will say the most heinous things, which could be really fun, by the way. I'm not saying it's not. And then you say, oh, she shouldn't be in Congress. She fucks. Right. She has sex. I don't think she should be a congresswoman.
Alaric says, Aaron ranting like that actively radicalizes me. You have no idea what a compliment that is. Thank you. Hobo Chili Recipe says, yes, I want her to scissor MTG. Look, I may take a lot of flack for this. She has a horse face. AOC's hotter than Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Wow. You think Marjorie Taylor Greene has a horse face compared to AOC?
Yes.
Those are some mule teeth if I've ever seen them.
The teeth, yes, but the actual elongation of the face.
That is incredible.
Zen Rhino says, to me, Marjorie Taylor Greene has a face like an African fertility sculpture.
That's insane. I really don't like either of them.
Kamala the Ugandan giant wore Marjorie Taylor Greene's face as a mask to the ring.
I would pick Marjorie any day over AOC, and I don't know if it's just how retarded AOC is, if that's skewing me that much.
I'll take Queen Marjorie.
Okay, look.
All right.
Can we share at least?
No. It's her crooked ass face is all mine. Zen Rhino, I'll take that crooked face bitch and I'll straighten her fucking face off.
Maybe I'll get sloppy seconds.
Zen Rhino says, I would rather have Lauren Boebert than AOC, Ilhan Omar, Jerry Nadler, Chuck Schumer, Nancy Pelosi, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, literally her over any Democrat. Well, yeah, that
I think
goes
so
without
too.
saying.
I don't like her face. She's a butterface for me.
Which one?
Boebert. She is hotter than all those people, but
she's a little chipmunky.
Her face is like if you took a normal face and like did a Snapchat filter and squished all the features together. Like they're too close and too small.
Someone says, do you have the same opinion on Katie Hill? I forgot what happened to her. What was the Katie Hill thing? She had some kind of sex thing going on too.
Ew, she does not look like a sex girl.
Political positions, tenure. I don't remember. Accusations of improper relationships. On October 18th, 2019, the conservative political blog Red State published allegations that Hill was involved in an extramarital affair with her male staffer. Hill denied such allegations, with Hill saying that her estranged husband, whom she described as abusive, was doing everything he could to humiliate her, and that her political opponents were exploiting a private matter for political gain. Her husband denied the allegations of abuse. On October 23rd, 2019, Hill sent an email to constituents in which she admitted to an inappropriate relationship with a campaign staffer before becoming a member of Congress. The relationship was with a 22-year-old female subordinate recently out of college, so we were lezzing out.
Wow.
Red State also published nude photos of Hill as part of the story. Yeah, that's revenge porn, bro. That's not good.
Okay,
that'll
you
get
can't
you in
do
trouble.
that. I'm on Hill's side, right?
Yeah, she just wanted to get a little twat after.
Experiment.
She was curious after her marriage fell apart.
Wouldn't you be?
You know, people go through weird shit.
You know,
know?
I would dabble.
She was just looking for a little pussy to see if that's the way she wanted to go before she settled down forever again. 290 watching at the moment. So close to that 300 number, guys. Thank you very much. Keep it going. Hit the thumbs up. Hit subscribe. Become a member. We want members.
All the
here
members.
On Steel. All the members. Just big members.
Yes.
Join, gift memberships, whatever. Get it up over 600 again. We appreciate that very, very much.
Call us the Lauren Boebert Show. We want members.
Yes. Matthew Q with $5 on PayPal says, what if Blair White was a congresswoman and was doing it? I mean, that would be
as long as it's a willing dude.
Look, that would be a huge turnoff for me, but I ain't gonna stop.
But again, I say if it's like two willing participants and it's a legal situation,
right?
I don't see what the issue is.
No problem.
Right?
All right, guys, top of the hour, 175 away from today's goal. If you'd like to contribute to the show, it is what we run on. So throw a little money at us. There's no classy way of saying it. We are an e-beggar program that runs on very thin margins, like a grocery store, and it's your money that keeps us alive. 175 away from tonight's goal, and if we hit that goal, we give you 30 minutes of overtime, and anything we go over goes to the next day. $2 from Hobo Chili Recipe over on Rumble. Says, nice Modelo's, April. I guess you've been hitting the sauce early. Your hair is atrocious. As I always say, do better, numbnuts.
I've been hitting the sauce early. I have like 3 sips out of one beer today.
Hitting the sauce is hitting the sauce.
Did
no
I?
Matter how you, no matter how you
Wait a
slice
minute.
it.
Is 7:40 like when I got here hitting it too early with my one beer?
I agree with whatever Hobo Chili recipe says. I mean, he's the golden whale. There you go. That's his nickname. He's the golden whale. And Greasy N-word is the blue whale, the great blue whale.
I will agree to him. My hair is not good today. I was busy and I ran out of time.
Yeah, like I was saying at the beginning of the show, I just feel run down on Mondays because the kids are here and
we're just busy.
At the morning show and the evening show, just doing everything we can to keep this little fucking rowboat afloat. That's all, boys and girls. We named the title of tonight's show Drunk Chicks.
Okay.
And the reason I named it Drunk Chicks was because Lauren Boebert.
I have to, right?
The first reason. The third reason is we do have for overtime tonight another drunk teacher body cam story.
Ooh.
We got a nice long, like 15, 20 minute shit-faced teacher story with the body cam and everything. So if you guys contribute to tonight's show, that's what's coming for overtime. If not, we'll just mothball the fucker. But our second drunk chick of tonight is a couple of drunk sisters. They were white. I mean, they were siblings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Drunken sisters throw a tantrum after being told they can't board Aer Lingus. It's the name of the airline.
We couldn't give that one a second look.
Aer Lingus.
Aer Lingus.
Yeah, which is complicated. Doing it in midair. That is not easy,
Do you want to try?
Aer Lingus?
Yeah.
You got to do it like in a 0G setting.
A 0G?
Yeah, where you can float. Aer Lingus is... You can't just do it where you're jumping up in the air because you're going to knock your teeth out.
So you're saying that we need to go to one of those like anti-gravity experiences?
Yeah.
And like get caught up in there and then just take our pants off? You know?
Pretty much.
Pull a Lauren Boebert?
Yeah. Zen Rhino says, being a gold whale means you donated more than $100 to people on Rumble. I think being a blue whale means over 1,000, so congrats on blue whale status.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the blue whale and the gold whale thing over on Rumble. So if you'd rather throw in on Rumble than YouTube, Rumble gives you a cool little whale tag right next to your name. People
I love a good whale tag.
Yeah, people like that sort of shit. We are officially over 300 people tonight. Thank you guys very much.
Nice job.
250 over on YouTube and 75 over on Rumble. Thank you guys very much. Now all we have left to do is knock out that 175.
We're doing
and
it.
Call it a success. We're doing it. We're doing it.
You're not sweating anymore.
I will. If we're not, we got to get under striking distance by the time we rattle the cans, but that's like almost an hour away, so I'm not going to sweat yet.
Yeah,
I will sweat again. I will sweat, but not yet.
I was speeding home because I was a little worried about you.
Yeah, man. I mean, just running this thing it's stressful sometimes.
I know. It's just it seemed like the stress had like peaked out of nowhere today suddenly.
Yeah. I'm tired. I'm a little
That
like I
might
said,
be.
I'm a little worn out from the day, as it
churn.
were. I can tell you this: we're in better shape now than we were like 3 fleas were closing down and leaving and all that stuff.
That was
a horrible time.
That was like a multi kick in the dick situation where curtain pull back. I was actually a bit worried this was like
that was it.
We're taking a new road here.
Aaron's going to be doing the show by himself again, and April's going to be heading off to work.
Yeah,
during
I'm
the
back
day.
to work. Yeah.
That's about where it would have been. But no, we're in a much better place than that. But like when you've been to that place,
you don't want to.
Now
go
you're
back.
terrified of going back.
It
so
doesn't
you're like,
feel good.
Guys, let's stay ahead of the shit, knock out the goals, everything else. So let's do this story. 2 women have a meltdown at Newark Airport when their flight to Ireland gets delayed. They were drunk.
What?
They wanted to get on Aer Lingus. They were panicking when they told them they couldn't get on because they thought Aer Lingus was something completely different, and they were terrified of missing out.
I understand.
So here we go. This is a couple of drunk bitches. This is our second of potentially 3 drunk chicks on tonight's show. Look, some people handle stress better than others.
You don't say.
Some people get in high stress situations and they do very well. And they're like, look, I got to stay calm. I know I'm panicking. We all panic on the inside, but we sit down. We get really quiet. This is usually how guys handle high intensity situations, or at least me. I get very quiet because I'm vibrating on the inside.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
No, I do that too.
And I get very quiet, and I'm just gathering my thoughts, and I'm thinking, and I'm going, all right, how are we going to straighten this out? How is this going to get fixed? You know, you don't try to swim against the stress stream. You let the stress stream go.
Yeah.
And you go, how are we going to slow this thing down a little bit? You know,
you gotta ground yourself a little bit.
Let that energy flow through you. Let that bad shit flow through. It's okay. Don't fight it. You're going to waste your energy. And just focus on getting it fixed. Or, as Will Sassa would say, or don't.
Yeah.
And let that stress and let all that anxiety and everything blow up all over everyone around you and lose your collective shit at the airport. Again, 2 choices. It's a choose your own adventure novella. You guys get to pick where you go. I prefer sit down silently, try to figure out a solution while you're panicking on the inside.
Yes.
This woman has decided go ape shit in front of God and everybody.
Yeah, and that one I'd say has a lot more consequences to it, does it not?
Yes.
Like, I like to pull a Cameron Diaz from Bad Teacher, and you need to cry on the inside like a winner.
If you lose your mind at the airport, it's worse than losing your mind at the grocery store, because at the grocery store, they'll just ask you to leave.
People are tense here.
Yeah. At the airport, they'll tell you, you have to leave. We're arresting you. You're going to talk to the FBI, and you can never fly again.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine?
Stakes are higher.
You can't let people know that you've lost your cool.
Don't let them see you sweat. Right.
Yes, never let them see you sweat.
And now you'll never fly Aer Lingus ever again.
Which is devastating.
2 women were caught having an epic meltdown at Newark Airport after their flight was delayed. In fairness, if I had to spend an extra couple hours in Newark, New Jersey, I would lose my shit too. Did they say, please, I'm going to go to bed?
That is what that said.
Sorry, no audio on this portion, but you get the gist. Okay, so here's the sisters.
Okay.
They're both drunk.
They don't look like each other.
They don't get to go on their flight.
No Aer Lingus for them.
No Aer Lingus for them, and they did not take it well. Video of the incident shared to TikTok by Rip Ra. The women being messily escorted away from the plane.
That ugly crying.
Come on. Oh, guys, don't do this. Just a little dignity. A little bit of dignity. Now is it just the tweets after that?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, and then this motherfucker is not real guy.
Oh, I'm glad they brought her up, because I'm like, those 2 are like 3 seconds from this.
Yeah.
If they would have made it onto the plane, this is them.
No, I'll say this. I think if they would have made it on the plane, they would have been okay. Like their whole hang up, their whole problem was that they weren't allowed on the plane.
I do understand that, but I feel like when you're in that state, you're just a nut hair away from anything, setting you off.
You might be on a hair trigger, yeah.
I mean, something's going to be bad. Someone's got their foot on the back of your seat or something. And
right.
Your charger plug doesn't work for your phone, and then you're, escorted off.
Crunchy Cynicism is confused about my knock your teeth out comment. If it goes up and down, you try to jump. I mean, if you get a good pelvic thrust, into someone's teeth, you can bang them around a little bit.
What kind of thrusts are you handling?
Big thrusts. A big pubic bone thrust. Just right into the teeth.
I've never been afraid of losing a tooth, I've got to say.
I feel like if you get you know what it is? My scarring from bad teeth situations.
Yeah.
And having teeth pulled. I lost these 2 in a basketball game. I had this one pulled.
A pelvic thrust might
I just assume my teeth are going to shatter at any minute. So it's that, you know what, guys? That's my hang up.
I feel like the only semi-sexual situation you can worry about your teeth is like when you're really drunk and you get a sloppy kiss where somebody went in too fast and somebody clanked your teeth, which is just the most off-putting thing.
Camel Toe gifting 5 memberships. Thank you. Gifting memberships is awesome, because we are trying to get back up over 600 members. We appreciate that. It looks like Bree S, Cruz Red Eye, Left-Handed, Mac and Sleaze. I love that name. And Josh the Tree, all getting memberships. Nice. Thank you guys very much. Bree S, new member, says Aaron has underboob sweat stains. That is a disgusting, awful rumor. I want anyone's tongue cut out if they let that rumor go forward.
I'll investigate later.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is that the chokey to chokey girl, says Polar Bear. Yeah, that woman was great.
I mean,
the truth told them choking.
I love a good airport meltdown as long as I'm not there.
Right, yeah, I don't want to be around it because then I have to ignore it.
Well, it's not
I
only
wanna watch
that,
it.
but like I get nervous that something bad's about to happen. Like that's kind of how airports are for me. It's the part I need to learn to enjoy a little bit more about going on a trip. I don't like it very much.
Yeah.
I'm already tense and I kind of just want to get over it and get to my place.
Right.
The closest thing we got to, we were dropping off our luggage at, where you do that. And this chick over here at the other part where she's trying to buy a ticket home with her tiny kid.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't have enough money to cover her ticket home, and she fucking threw
Was that
a
what it was?
fit.
She couldn't pay for her ticket home?
Yes. And they're like, well, can you call somebody? And she just started screaming at this person.
I remember that. And I'd blocked that out.
Oh, boy, was she mad.
I had blocked that
It
whole
was
thing out.
It was this young black woman with a small child, and she was just...
Boy, did she have a set of lungs on her.
Oh.
You could hear her from all the way over in security checkpoint.
It's so unsettling to hear somebody screaming in an airport. Like,
Right.
there's something different about that.
Because like an airport's almost like a church where you're not supposed to
Yeah.
make loud noises. Everyone's like 20 years later still on edge.
I don't know what we're yelling
Yeah.
about.
And then they go on there like, you gonna put my child on that plane? I can't afford to put my child on a plane. How my child gonna get on that plane? And they're like, it's not my fucking responsibility.
I wonder if that was it. I wonder if she was planning on buying one ticket and she's like going to put this toddler on her lap or
Yeah.
something. Because it was a toddler, not a baby.
Hobo Chili says, yeah, but was her hair presentable? I believe it was in a shower
Can you
cap.
just
No, I'm just kidding.
suck my dick for half a second? I'm sorry.
Skeezy says, yeah, screaming is bad at the airport, especially if they scream Allahu Akbar.
Right.
Yeah.
See, that's what I assume is coming next.
I don't like that.
I don't like it at all.
You don't like when you yell that. It puts everybody on edge. 165 away from today's goal. Let's get her within striking distance and then rally up. Oh, if you didn't watch this morning, we've got new rally music.
Ooh, I loved it.
I like the new rally music. So
I was listening to Dishes when you did that. I was just bobbing my
you were
head.
listening to Dishes?
Did I say that? I was doing dishes.
Certainly did. It
while
sounded
listening.
utterly retarded.
Well, I am a girl.
Yes. So yes, we do have this body cam. Teacher arrested at school for drunkenness after alcohol was smelled on her breath. That's going to be what we have for overtime today. It's going to be a good one. I love all of these types of stories.
Me too.
So go ahead and chip in, contribute financially to this program. It is awesome. 160 is awesome when you do that. We do appreciate it. It literally keeps us on the air. Your favorite e-beggars that do a talk show. 165 away from tonight's evening goal. I think we can do it. We're close to the striking distance of 150. PayPal, Streamlabs, and Venmo is requested. Memberships and gifted memberships are awesome. We need to get up over 600. Any way you can contribute to the program, we do appreciate it. Okay. You guys ready to see the least threatening but most troubling looking gator of all time?
Yes.
You scared of gators?
Not really.
Healthy fear?
No.
Like a healthy,
if I'm in the
don't fuck
water,
with these things.
Yes.
All right. Well, we have a gator that apparently had an incident with a lawnmower. I'm not really sure.
A chainsaw, maybe?
But he's missing his top jaw. And so he just lives life like this.
What do you do?
This is how he lives. Like his tongue is constantly dried out.
Oh, it's
You know?
sunburned?
Yeah, his tongue's always
Oh,
sunburned.
God, what do you have to do to eat, though? Because he needs his gnashing motion.
He doesn't have a nose.
Right? He can't. How do you breathe?
Dude's
oh, my
fucked
God.
up.
How is he breathing?
Yeah, isn't it a kindness to just blow this thing's head off?
Kind of. And clearly that didn't happen organically.
No.
Somebody sawed his head off.
Right, that looks pretty clean. That's a
That's a
pretty
chainsaw.
clean missing top jaw. Somebody fucked him up.
Right.
But if you let that thing live, aren't you just doing it for your own sick amusement?
Yeah.
That thing needs to be put down.
Whoever did that clearly did this because he has a serious hatred of gators.
Right.
Details tonight in the case of a little alligator that we first told you about just last week. It was first spotted in Sanford, missing its upper jaw. And as West 2's Michelle Meredith reports, it's now living in gator paradise. Take a look.
No, it's not.
Eating applesauce.
Yeah, right. Nothing but pudding for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Tapioca for texture.
I hope you like deer puree, because that's what you're getting.
Yee, a deer slurry.
I love that. He's in gator paradise. No, he's not. Unless you gave him his top jaw back with a 3D printing thing. He is not in gator paradise.
Dude, I bet he can't even hiss properly. You know how they make that hissing
Here's
sound?
how he hisses.
Probably farts better than hisses.
Sounds like an idiot. Gets bullied by all the
Idiot
other
gator.
gators. They call him hair lip. It's terrible.
That's just mean.
Bullying in the gator community is
Hey,
next level.
We can surgically repair this, can't
They
we?
call him Dave Wanstedt, and he cries.
I'm amazed by alligators in general.
Smash its head against the tree and do it a kindness.
Right, he's not living.
Yeah, do him a favor.
Guess what?
Look at that snub-nosed retard. Like, don't let him live.
He could get out on accident and you could accidentally back over him,
Yeah.
you know, and he'd be fine.
This gator is an affront to God's grace.
Can you imagine if we just started sawing off all of their snoots and then they just start breeding like that and then they're snootless gator?
No, I can't imagine that, but I did just get a great idea for pit bulls.
I don't hate it.
You know what? I think it could work. They'd still find ways to eat babies. They're determined. They just sit there and they'd you know what they do? They'd turn their heads sideways, and then they'd whap their bottom jaws into the child's head until it was dead.
They'd start raking their bottom jaw of teeth across their face.
Pit bulls are determined to kill infants and toddlers, so they'd find a way. Life finds a way.
Didn't Britain co-sign you on that or something?
Yeah,
Which
they banned
country?
them.
Guys, there's no more argument to be had. There's an entire country that's acknowledging that they're dangerous, okay?
Well, I mean, there's been other countries that have called other things dangerous that the rest of the world kind of disagreed with, but...
the Z word?
There's, a little...
It's
that guy.
Zerg action.
That's all. So... let's see what they do with this fucking freak of nature. I just find it weird that the news is celebrating this. Like, oh, look at that awesome thing when everybody watching is going, smash it. Do it a favor.
Well, what is wrong with humans as we find this this?
Well, here we go. Let's check
thing.
this out.
Because of stories just like this.
The search is over. The little half-snout gator that's been an internet sensation was caught by a trapper on Friday.
Look at that thing. He looks like Mason Verger.
Oh my God.
Cordell.
If they didn't name him that, it's a crime.
Do you think I could have one, Cordell? One donut wouldn't hurt. I think it would kill you.
How does he eat?
I don't know.
We have to see video footage of the eat. Right?
Like Mason Verger, they give him a little straw and he goes...
But he has no upper lip to suck
They put
with.
it right in the corner there. They put it right in the corner and he gets his meal.
I'm not on board.
Neither am I. They should kill this monstrosity before it spreads.
These people almost saw it into his eyeballs.
Yeah.
Friday, and is now in its forever home, Gatorland.
And how has she been since she's been here?
Pretty quiet.
This bitch looks so Midwest. How is this gator doing?
It doesn't really make a lot of noise. Doesn't bother anybody.
He's not very lippy.
Yeah, we've got to save it 4 times a day because his water gets down its windpipe and almost chokes him to death.
The other gators try to eat him because they look deformed.
Yeah, we're working on some shit. We got him a funny visor, and we're thinking
For
that'll
his tongue so it doesn't get burnt.
We're thinking that'll help.
Pretty good. We've moved her into her own little bungalow.
So let's get up to speed. Earlier this month, the alligator was spotted near a lake in Sanford. A park regular took a picture, posted it on Facebook. And well, there's something about a gator with its top jaw sliced off below the eyeballs that brings out an emotion rarely seen for alligators.
Pity, the loving empathy of a quick death.
Mercy killing.
Yeah.
God doesn't love this thing.
She's pretty calm, as you can see. Alligator.
No shit. What's she gonna do? Bite you?
It looks like it makes a sound.
Yeah. No, all I hear is Mason Verger's voice when I look at this thing. Bonnie, what do you think? Lecter wants to eat her, kill her, or fuck her?
Can we get a remake of that movie, but this guy's the one in the chair?
You had no problem looking at my face, but you turned away when I mentioned Jesus Christ. There is no God, according to this thing.
Gators have personalities, kind of like people. Some days is a good day, some days is a bad day.
So
I'd be so bitchy if my top jaw was missing. I'd just be a cunt all the time.
You'd be upset if you had a hair lip this way, like as a human.
Like if I looked like Ray Fiennes, I'd be pissed. This guy doesn't even have a top jaw.
Here's what the folks with Gatorland have figured out. The gator.
If you hit it with a bat hard enough, it goes to sleep forever. That's what they figured out.
If you push it in a pit of pigs, it can't defend itself.
If you hold it down long enough, the bubbles stop coming up.
There is a she. Her snout probably got sliced off by a boat propeller.
Good one.
And most likely, she's been living off things like frogs and snails.
That wound that she has is healed over. So she has been able to feed herself without a top jaw for some time now. That's impressive.
Don't you stick that tongue out at me.
Where are your manners?
Where are your... You stop. Better tuck that thing in. Gonna get it caught on a tripwire.
Gonna get flies in there. Can we see it open its mouth at least, like the top part?
Flies shitting all over its tongue all
Oh,
day.
God. You got birds on
the
it.
picture originally, she looked like she was pretty good in terms of her weight, feeding herself. But the folks here
I
at
hate this
Gatorland
person.
tell me that not really. See this loose skin? It shouldn't be there like that. So
Oh.
Good
needs to
one.
gain-
So now this thing's starving to death, too. So you won't kill it, but it's got no top jaw. It can only eat some frogs and snails, whatever it can swallow whole. And it's got loose skin because it's starving.
But this is the problem with like Americans. We love a deformed creature and we like to keep it alive and like
We elected
praise it.
one president.
They're like, yeah, it's endearing to us. Like they're gonna hook up an IV to this thing before they kill it.
Meanwhile, if this thing could speak, it would go, do me the mercy of giving me a clean death.
Right. All my friends are laughing at me. I'm depressed.
Quick, grab me by that tail, buddy. Smash my head into that tree as hard as you can. Swing me like you're throwing a javelin first, and just kind of give it a couple good turns, and then wham, right into an oak if you could. Better yet, take that hickory stick and just pound me until I stop moving.
Jeez.
Gain some weight.
So how will they feed her? Well, with bite-sized pieces of chicken, fish, steak that she'll throw back in her throat.
I mean, she's getting
And
a lot of
choke
attention
to
right
death.
now.
So she's
and,
good at
I hope it
swallowing?
doesn't go to her head.
Go to her head. Oh yeah, now look who's getting lippy.
What is this person?
Become a little diva, but right now she's being very good, very down to earth, very humble
Touch your
at
tongue.
this point.
Very humble. No shit.
Look at
She
it.
got her mouth sawed off. You'd be humble too.
Look at her.
I don't know too many people who lose half their face and then go, "Yeah, fuck you. I'm looking pretty good, right, asshole?"
Have you ever seen pictures of like people that done like they've done too much drugs and like their bottom jaw's gone?
Yeah.
That's
or like
her
they
in reverse.
chew too much tobacco over time.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Tobacco will rot your jaw off.
Yeah, it's not good, guys.
And continues to captivate social media. Gatorland wants folks to help name her. Some of the most...
All right.
Oh, there it's open.
Time to get mean.
Yeah, what do we call her?
What do you name it?
Swallows only.
Miss Lippy.
Miss Not Lippy.
Notable suggestions. Jaws.
Rusty nail. See, because he ripped off a guy's jaw in the movie Joyride.
Flapjack. Gumdrop. But the most heartfelt is the name Hope. Because that is what this little gator has...
Its eyes are screaming, "Kill me." And you guys are sitting there playing funny games with it.
I literally see a cartoon message with those words in their eyeballs.
Oh,
Kill me,
man.
please.
These people, for being people who take care of animals, they sure don't know how to communicate with them.
I know.
That's for damn
But
sure.
like vets will put your dog down if it has the sniffles.
Yeah, right?
Well, I think it's covered in cancer. Not going to make it through this one.
Joe Smash becoming a member for his 15th month says Chubbs got his revenge. Yeah. Remember that gator that got your hand? I got his top jaw. God damn,
Somebody somewhere has that thing's top jaw.
Right? Some boat somewhere has it in the fucking life jacket bin or the live well.
Right.
Exactly.
Stuck in a filter.
Yeah. Buddy Travis says, don't you fucking dare name that that thing gay ass Hope.
Well, they didn't want to call it gay ass Hope. They just wanted Hope.
Name it Underbite. That's a good
Underbite.
one. Sandy Squatch, thank you. Colin Adams says because of its chin, you could call it Jay Leno.
Johnny Bravo.
Just an extra chance to bully this poor gator. Guys, we are at $165 away from tonight's goal. These goals are what keep us in business and keep us going. So please contribute to our program. There is the Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo link in the chat. That's the easiest way to contribute to this program. gifting memberships, becoming a member, so on and so forth. There's MSO watching us because he thinks he's going to get the win tonight. And we really hope he doesn't. So please contribute to our show. I'm sorry that it is a pay-to-play program, but and we're going up against Monday Night Football tonight.
Oh, shit.
We had some awesome numbers earlier, but they are not there anymore. That's for sure. Guys, if you're here, contribute. Let's knock this thing out. Because Tuesday's always a real tough day for us. So let's at least get off to a good start. 165 away. Dave O'Flav with $20 says, can you read my next chat? For some reason, it won't let me super chat it. Gator related. Oh, okay. Let's, all right. I will certainly do that. 150 away from knocking it out tonight. Thank you, Dave O'Flav. I appreciate it. Let's find out why. Oh, they're saying 2 Monday Night Football games tonight. Oh,
really?
Shit, so we're double fucked.
Oh, damn. See, I forgot about it.
That's really great. They want to name it Chad Zumach because it only has a bottom lip.
I saw somebody said Chad Zukrock.
It's Chad Zukrock. Oh, that sounds adorable. All right, guys, striking distance now, 150 away from knocking it out. Dave O'Flav, where's that comment? I'm waiting on it before we move on from the Gator story.
Hurry, son.
If you will. We will wait for you. We got Aaron Rodgers trashing Keith Olbermann, which is always funny. That story's coming up. We got the greatest golf shot of the year coming up. We got a guy with no arms who's going to throw out the first pitch at Yankee Stadium.
No. Is he going to,
pitches
it?
He pitches with his toes. And Maren Morris being an ungrateful cunt. So, you got...
I heard the tip of that iceberg. I don't know the whole story, though. Very weird.
Yeah, I guess she doesn't like Trump. And so she hates country music. And yeah, you're in the wrong line of work, sweetheart. Are you kidding me?
Maybe it's good she's getting out of there.
By the way, my YouTube counter has been fucking weird lately. Like, I got to just stop looking at it because this morning it would go from 350 to 475, then down to 289, then up to 440. And in a matter of 2 or 3 minutes, it was a really weird deal. And now the counter now is doing that too, where it went from 140 to 200, and then Rumble's staying steady. That's nice. We're at about, we're up close to 300 again. Thank you guys very much. Very cool. Union Jack with $5 says, April looks pretty tonight. Renewing my simp card. Oh, well, thank you, buddy. 145 away from knocking it out tonight. And what do we got? 25 minutes until we rattle the offering plate and see if we can e-bag our way to keeping our show on the air. Dave O'Flav, I was getting really excited.
Does he mean his chat above
Can you read my next chat? No, I was waiting for his next one.
Yeah, because there's one. Okay.
I see a ha-ha.
Buddy, where'd you go?
Dave O'Flav. Dave O'Flav, I would
Did
love...
you die in that amount of time?
I would love to read your next one.
He just held up the whole show.
Yeah, they're saying is Dave O'Flav trolling. Now, see, I would respect that troll. That's a good troll.
And he paid $20 for it, so it's not like we can be mad.
You throw us $20 and then you go, hey, I got a request. Can you read my next thing? Yeah, absolutely. For $20, absolutely. Yeah. He says, there we go. Dave O'Flav. No, I'm hyped for this. Movie and love reactions. There must be a delay.
Are you drunk?
Thank you, Dave O'Flav.
I'm so confused.
All right, now we are back up over 300. Yeah, so my counter's fucked up. All right, well, I'll just have to... My anxiety over statistics and data will have to deal with that now, which is good.
Do you remember time and time again over the years how we've really boiled back down to we shouldn't watch the numbers during the show?
I know, I'm terrible at it.
I know you are.
Because
it's just give yourself that break, though.
Week to week, 2 weeks ago, we're up around 700-800 at a time in the morning. And now this week it's 600 to 700. And you're fuck, what am I doing wrong? And all that shit. I'm a weirdo who's always hung on by a thread.
Sure.
Data-wise. I got... it's hard to go for... I've said this before. Now that we're here and I'm going to open this vein... It's really hard to go from being the number one rated broadcaster in your market to now having to beg for shekels on the internet to keep your career alive until you figure something out.
I understand.
So it's difficult for me. But I hide it well.
Maybe if you can't help it, maybe afford yourself one time per hour to look at the numbers, but you shouldn't be looking at it as much as you are. It's you're probably
obsessive. It's a bit obsessive.
Yeah.
That's for sure. All right. Hobo Chili Recipe says, face it, you guys are terrible. Dude, don't get me. Believe me, that's what I've been telling myself my entire life. That's why when I see shit go down or if we don't hit the goal or something, I'm like, I'm done. It's over. It's like, it's been this way for 3 years since we left radio. Like it's that's just how I am.
It is kind of scary because every time we do turn the cameras on, it's like, okay, we got to, make this go or we don't come back the next time.
KE says we could watch a counter for the number of times you've said retard or retarded. Does that upset me? Or does that upset you? I don't want, because KE, I don't want you to be if you're watching this show and you're very sensitive to language, you are definitely watching the wrong show. I'm sorry. If that upsets you, I'm going to have to put that in the you have a problem column, not we have a problem column. That's all. Bandit of 71 with $20 over on PayPal. Thank you very much, Bandit. That means the world to us. 125. There we go. Now we're close. Now we're cooking. 125 away. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I will be joshing says 82, 82, 82, 82 toothpicks. That's me. That's me with data and statistics.
I feel bad for you sometimes, because I stress in my own ways about this show and hoping that it keeps going because I do like doing this with you.
Sure.
Of course, it all falls on you, if it falls apart,
right?
Which I understand yours is amplified then, but you really are too hard on yourself sometimes.
100%.
This thing
agree.
is going,
right?
So the second,
but then
it
is
dips
going.
down 20 viewers. That doesn't mean it's over though.
We've kept it going for 3 years, and it's been about the same size audience. We've always been between 500 and 700 people watching at a time. Whether it was Twitch, whether it's here and Rumble combined and all that shit, it's always been the same, and I've always felt the same way. And then what happens is we've kept it alive for 3 years. So then I start to think, well, if I stop thinking this way, then it'll all for real fall apart. So there's no peace for me.
You're like me in that regard where you're like, well, I know all the panicking and the stressing and worrying isn't good for me and it's unhealthy behavior, but I feel like if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
I do that too.
So guys, don't worry. When you see me have one of these nights, don't worry about it. It's literally, I would call it superstition. More than anything else. It's just me being superstitious. I feel like it's humble, and if I'm not humble, I'll die. I can't become a cunt about it. So just look, what you're hearing is, like most entertainers, I have mental problems. Chevrolet JB says you had the same meltdown on radio. It was just with technical difficulties.
That's true.
I have to believe my whole career's about to die in order for me to perform. And I feel like I'm being honest with my audience and that's a good thing. I have to tell them I've always said this, even on radio, I have to tell them what I'm thinking or I'm going to lose my mind, which is strange. You found your loyal audience. I think it will only increase. Yeah, I know. Or we could just keep the audience we have, keep them entertained, and, keep making a go of it, which is cool. But we do have awesome overtime prepared for you guys. Thank you very much for listening to me. This is much better than having a therapist. It's wonderful. Aaron Rodgers and Keith Olbermann were going at it over the weekend.
Okay.
They were Keith Olbermann was being cunty. Hobo Chili Recipe says, swallow a bullet.
You are so mean.
That is.
I find his meanness very funny.
I suppose that is one of the solutions.
People
could go with.
Right. Your anguish would be over.
That's true. That would make it real, though.
I mean, look, there has been times where we shut the streams off and it'll give you the after stream statistics. And the viewer count will be 3 people under the 100 person marker of what it's usually multiples of 100,
Yeah, and I'll lose my mind.
He'll lose his mind because it didn't start with a 6 or a 7 or something. Yeah. And I'm like, that is 3 people away. I think it's okay tonight. Right. And he's like, no, it's not. It's all over.
Can't have one day where it goes backwards because in my dinosaur brain, I go, oh, so it's this forever now.
Right. I've stopped fighting you on those things. I used to try to fight him and be like, no, Aaron, that was a great stream and that's a good number. And he'll just fight me tooth and nail.
Edwin Lindstrom saying about Hobo Chili Recipe, telling me I can always eat a bullet. He goes, now that's a real friend. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, wow. Hobo's stepping back, though.
He says, Jesus, that was mean. I'm sorry. It's all right, buddy.
It made us chuckle.
Dave O'Flav says, tell me if you can read this. Yeah, for some reason, you can't. People who are not members and not mods have been saying they've been having problems posting links. I can tell you this. I haven't changed it. I've never changed the settings or anything like that.
Well, I'll tell you how to change that. Just become a member.
Just become a member, huh? To a guy who just gave us $20, right?
We like
I feel
members.
like a dirty cunt.
You
All right.
are, probably.
So Keith Olbermann made fun of Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles tendon because he's a classy guy.
You make fun of that?
Yeah, because Keith Olbermann, well, in fairness, he's lost his mind.
How many years have we spent detesting Aaron Rodgers because he's good and on our opposing team?
That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
But even I felt bad for him. I felt terrible for the Jets mostly because now they're shitting the bed all over the place.
Yeah, and
You
Zach
gonna make
Wilson
fun of
is
that?
fucking terrible. He's really bad. Well, Aaron Rodgers tore his Achilles. He's out for the year. Now, they said they did some kind of like, they called it like speed roading or sky speeding or something. They did some cutting edge technology in his surgery where they said, hey, he could technically come back in January if the Jets make the playoffs.
Whoa.
Now, I don't.
I mean, good luck making it.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a sound decision.
Can we get Zach Wilson's mom in at quarterback?
I don't know if she'll suck less than him. But anyway,
I don't know.
Keith Olbermann, one of Aaron Rodgers' big things is he didn't get vaccinated. And then everyone like Keith Olbermann made a big deal about it. And so he went, no, I'm not vaccinated. It's just a choice of mine. And then the people who made a big deal about it then got really mad that he said that. And it's like, well, he wouldn't have said that if you guys hadn't got all cunty about it.
Right.
Like, you guys challenged him and said, what are you, fucking vaccinated or not? And he goes, no, I'm not. You're a piece of shit. Why would you say you're not vaccinated? It's like, because you guys were all yelling at me and asking me, so I decided to tell you.
What a weird thing.
Well, Keith Olbermann doesn't like that made Aaron Rodgers more popular. So he retweeted the video of Aaron Rodgers tearing his Achilles and says, another hashtag sudden Liz Frank due to failure to vaccinate.
What?
So
You're an NPC of a person.
yeah, so Keith Olbermann tries to go, oh yeah, maybe if you would have been, Keith Olbermann literally went with, it would have been so much better if he had been vaccinated.
But that's something you and I say is a joke.
Right.
Us and our friends will be like, oh, can you imagine how much less you would have died if you were vaccinated or something stupid like that?
Or as Triple N says, to quote Keith Olbermann, they're afraid.
Oh my God.
We're going to play that after this before we rattle the offering plate and knock out that last 125. Thank you guys, by the way.
We can do it.
We're going to do the Keith Olbermann, they're afraid rant. It's so bad. Well, Pat McAfee had Aaron Rodgers on his show on Friday.
Okay.
And he decided to talk to Aaron about the Keith Olbermann thing and see how Aaron Rodgers is doing with it. Because, it's always very stressful when a big superstar like Keith Olbermann tweets mean things about you. Here's Aaron Rodgers laid up in his bed because he can't walk. And these are his thoughts on Keith Olbermann's comments.
Keith Olbermann said that...
you love him, though.
Because you're not vaxxed, that's why it happened.
Yep. Yeah, get your 5th booster, Keith.
Anyway.
Bum.
I like him so much better now that he's not in Green Bay.
I know. I hate liking Aaron Rodgers.
He's even kind of cute.
Because, he can't get out of that bed, so this is all he's got. And
right.
also, you also know that he is on this show drugged to the gills.
This is great.
Like, he is loaded up on painkillers.
And I just like that somebody like a Keith Olbermann's out there just, vaccinated, and that's why his Achilles tendon tore, and he's all angry about it.
Yeah.
And the guy who it happened to, which is tragic, let's be honest, he could have saved the Jets team and felt really good about it. He's just sitting there having fun with it. Just lighthearted.
That's it.
I prefer that kind of person.
And he just, he goes, he's like, go get your 5th booster, Keith.
Right? They're working out so well for you.
Do we have, I want to see if we can find it. Has a lot on his mind after hours with Keith Olbermann. I can't, I remember he did a show called is it that
one?
The Resistance with Keith Olbermann. Yep, here it is. This is the They're Afraid video. Thank you to Triple N for reminding me of this.
Time to stop coddling the people who won't get the shot.
Here you go.
Booster shot. Mission accomplished. And it is time to stop coddling them, the ones who won't get the damn shot already.
I love how he still talks like he's doing a primetime television show. You got to give him that. Like, he's not giving up on the dream. He's like us, fake it till you make it.
I mean, yeah, you're so cool, dude, I guess.
Yeah. Me and Keith are kindred. Keith and I are kindred. Yeah. Keith and I are kindred spirits. We're both faking it till we make it after we lost our broadcasting careers.
I hate comparing the two of you.
Keith, try rattling one of these. See if you get a little extra money in there.
He would if you would be vaccinated.
Yeah. He built up a little bit of a war chest more than I did, though, before he, found his way out of the business.
In trouble.
Yeah. He didn't get in trouble, in fairness. He just sucked.
Do you know that there's still some people in like my family or extended friends and shit that'll ask me what happened with you? They'll be like, wasn't he some like big radio guy?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt.
They'll be like, what happened?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt at all. That doesn't sting the least bit.
Look,
I gotta look. It's been 3 years now,
right,
so I can say it. YouTube's a demotion.
It is.
It's a demotion.
I was gonna say though, like
our audience has kept us alive for 3 years, and hopefully they keep us alive as long as we're entertaining for them. But I will say this. Being on YouTube with all these other people, like I see other people on YouTube and I'm like, these people aren't qualified to hold my fucking jock broadcasting wise, like in terms of doing a funny show and a good show.
A sweaty one.
These people can't even touch me. And like a lot of them will have more, like whenever they have more viewers, I'm just like, people on the internet are retarded. They don't know what they're doing. And I'll just be like, to even be associated with these fucking people is an insult. So, yes, I will say that. It's a demotion.
And I was going to ask him, like, does it really get to hurt? But then, yes, it does, because the stuff you said was very funny, first of all.
Yeah.
And what you were to be nearly fired for was so nothing. It was such a nothing burger,
The
honestly.
only thing that makes me feel good is that all of these other people who are having to make their living on the internet are like senior citizens. They're all like barely any of them are even in their 40s, and I'm 36, so I'm like, I can still claw my way out of this pit. You know?
They didn't make it.
They're not clawing their, like, this is it for them.
And this is it for him too.
And Keith Olbermann, I can still maybe, at 36, climb my way out of this pit. And by the way, thank you to the audience for keeping me alive in the pit and throwing food down. I appreciate it.
And our first step, you and I, is symbols. The language we use. We call these people vaccine hesitant, vaccine skeptics,
Here we go.
Anti-vax.
Ready?
We say they're protesting mandates and
What are they
passports.
really, Keith?
They're making a personal choice. They're waiting for more information.
terrible.
They're making a medical decision. Bullshit. They're afraid.
Oh, look at who's looking for more information? What an asshole. Who's waiting for more data to come out? What a dick. And you know what's great about this? A few months later, people just dropping dead randomly, and you're like, I wonder what this could be.
Yeah, dude, Keith, this didn't age well.
No.
And you're shitting on things like having the personal choice and making sure you're like medically informed. You're insane to
That's
make fun
not true,
of that.
April. You're afraid.
You're insane.
He gets better.
I would rather be afraid than insane.
He gets better here.
They're afraid to get vaccinated.
What the fuck happened to your video,
Stop
Keith?
feeding their egos about what they're
vaccine
doing.
frozen.
Stop legitimizing it. Vaccine hesitant, they're afraid.
Why did the video do that?
I don't know.
I'm refreshing that and going back to about 45 seconds. Is that really how he cut it?
Why were you uncomfortable?
That was odd.
They're afraid to get vaccinated. Stop feeding their egos about what
he have
they're
a
doing.
booger on
Stop
his mouth?
legitimizing it.
I think
Vaccine
so.
hesitant, they're afraid. Vaccine skeptics, they're afraid.
See, I'm telling you, I'm not touching anything.
Let's see what it does.
Look at that booger. That's a booger on his face right
That's
there.
a vaccinated booger.
That booger's got vax on it.
That's not going to get COVID, though.
He's vaccine shedding through his mucus.
Ew.
Yeah.
This is terrifying still shot.
Oh, my God.
I don't
right?
like it.
The internet does not want us to watch Keith Olbermann.
Well, they know it's bullshit.
It's trying to protect me.
They're like, guys, this didn't age well.
They're afraid.
See, look.
They're making a personal choice. They're afraid. They're waiting for more information. Afraid.
I'm telling you, look. It just zooms in on his booger and keeps loading.
Ick.
Look
at those eyebrows.
The internet is literally trying to protect us all from Keith Olbermann. And while I appreciate it, I'm a big boy and can make my own decisions.
He might be related to Zumach. No upper lip.
No upper lip.
None.
And
It's gone existent.
just boogies all over the place.
A lot of boogies. He yells like a drunk person.
Yeah. If you're vaccinated, can you eat that booger or no?
Yes, because the booger is vaccinated. You can't get COVID from it.
Lawsuit Lunatic says, if another station hired you, would you try and take Steel Toe there? Fuck yes, I would.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I mean, I would do both. I would have that and this.
It would definitely have some decorum and respect.
Yeah,
I'll
there's
say
more
that
there's
much.
more respect in it. When you do this, people look down on you. Like people in the real world, this isn't a real job to them.
Yeah, you tell people like, oh, well, what do you do for a living? Oh,
Yeah.
we're broadcaster streamer people.
Yeah.
And then they're like, what?
But if you go, I'm on the radio, they'd be like, oh, that's legit.
That's how most people that I know you as radio guy.
The internet jumped on this thing where like anything but the internet is like gay and over and everything. If you go outside and you talk to real people, they definitely see people who are on TV or radio as more legitimate. And no matter what you or I think, perception is reality when it comes to that kind of stuff. And that's what they think. That's just their deal. Zen Rhino says, why? Radio is a dead medium. It's not. 92% of people 12 and older listen to the radio once a week.
Here's where I've moved
I mean, it's
to.
still really big, and it's where the money is, too.
I
Not
used-
much, but some.
I used to buy the whole radio's dead thing, and we actually hawked that line for like a long time. But now after doing this for 3 years and having you guys donate to like keep us on the air and stuff, it's like, no, I think whatever medium I'm on that pays the bills
Right,
is
that's
the one
realest.
of the day.
That's the realest one.
And I'm like, if radio is going to pay those bills and you guys can just enjoy our show finally and hopefully it grows without stress, I think that would be a huge sigh of relief.
No, see, Zen, you have it backwards. Sirius XM is more dead than terrestrial radio. Like, it's a dead technology. Nobody's listening. They're cutting people left and right. Like, Sirius XM is going to die before terrestrial radio does. That's for sure. I mean, I'm not... the internet has cut into everything, but the lack of barrier to entry on the internet is what stops it from being legitimate.
It
like,
is.
It's kind of like college. It's not about the people you bring in. It's about the people you say no to. That makes you more exclusive.
I mean, the internet is so saturated, and you're right. Everybody can do it.
I think CB radio is king, personally. But there's that. I'm just kidding.
A nice CB radio in the cars would be cool.
So yeah, look, ideally to me, fuck it. Yeah, I would rather do, like, my ideal world, I do this talk show here on YouTube because I do like the uncensored, say whatever you want stuff. And then there is some kind of syndicated radio element to it as well. Why not do the best of both worlds? I'll say this, as an entertainer, you want to be heard on as many platforms as you can. That's why my ego isn't wrapped up in, oh, the YouTube numbers went down. Yeah, but I went on 3 other platforms and the numbers overall went up. I'm an entertainer. I want to talk to as many people on as many platforms as possible.
I like that, and then I like whatever place will pay those bills so that we can keep doing this show.
And there's that part as
the
well.
show won't exist if we can't get that part done.
All right, boys and girls, we got a couple minutes. We got Paul R. Nelson says, hey, up next, it's Bohemian Rhapsody, followed by Enter Sandman. I will give you guys this. Music radio is dead. You're correct.
Yeah.
And even radio people know that. But the problem is, it's talk programming is more expensive than radio programming.
Content.
Yeah, content is more expensive. So radio right now is trying to find a way to get rid of the albatross that is music and still make money doing talk. It's
And
believe
what's
me,
more
that
engaging?
industry, look, I'm not sitting here saying radio doesn't have serious fucking problems. It really does. But
But so does this.
yeah,
I think a lot of things have some problems.
this has really, really big problems, the internet stuff. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and knock that out, shall we? Let's knock out tonight's goal and call it a successful Monday. We had a lot of funny stories for you today. We had a lot of funny shit to do, and we also got to bare our souls to you a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Got to have a little therapy session.
On a Monday.
With our best buddies on a Monday.
On a school night.
On a school night, for Christ's sake. All right, let's run through this music twice. And it's a shorter, the clip I picked is a shorter one. It's not the 5-minute, 6-minute clip that we have before. It's about 3 minutes, so we'll have to run it twice. Guys, let's go ahead and knock out that 125. MSO is sitting here thinking he's got to win. Everybody throw in $5-10. If you feel more generous than that, that's great. There's the links in the chat. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo, Super Chats, Rumble Rants. Support your favorite show and let's do this thing.
Yes.
Fire up the new offering plate music and let's have a successful Monday.
It's so fun.
125 away. We can do this together. Become a member. Throw in PayPal. Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Let's go.
You even wore the shirt.
Yes.
I like that.
Here we go, everybody. Knock it out of the park. 125 away. We are within striking distance, but we need everybody being generous and pitching in a little bit to knock out that 125. If we do, the show stays on for another 30 minutes. If it doesn't, then we wrap up here in the next 5 minutes.
We go bye-bye.
Here we go, boys and girls. 125 away. There's all the links in the chat. Everybody do this. Loaded Wrench says, should I play I Got 5 on it for the begging
Not
song?
bad.
That's not a bad one either. But let's knock this thing out. Let's do it all together, guys.
We have such fun stories.
Jeff with $10 over on PayPal. Thank you, buddy. Vinegar, last name Lover, says you need a pay pig named Scoro. Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, yeah.
That's who I got to follow. She probably makes more money than we do. We should probably dip our toe into that world. I'm just fucking around.
Your toe might fall off.
All right, guys, 115 away. Let's do it. 115 away and 5 minutes.
So close.
Away from either knocking out this goal or calling it a night early. T. Jefferson says, how much is that piggy in the window? How much is the pay piggy in the window, you mean? Let's fire it up. Begamania's running wild, brother. What you gonna do when that $115 goal runs wild on you, Jack? I got a couple of bucks waiting, and I got a bunch of people wanting to become members, man, and they want to throw in those super chats and those PayPal, dude. So throw it in there as I debase myself and make a fool of myself, man, just to see if I can make $115 and keep my business going, dude. 115 away. Here's my business model, dude. Beg my fans for money so I can keep entertaining them and doing a show, brother. 4 minutes away, boys and girls. Come on.
This. Let's not go to bed.
Come on. 115 away. We can do it. This is literal e-begging. This is just me going, come on, guys. You got this.
Soothe the man.
Everybody a little bit. I just told you what my paranoia was.
Don't hurt him.
Don't confirm it.
Don't hurt him.
115 away. Can we do this together? We need everybody pitching in. There ain't going to be one person who can knock all this out. It's got to be everyone sticking together, or Steel Toe is not going to be able to fund itself. That's for sure. Come on now, boys and girls. We've got 3.5 minutes left. 115 away from tonight's goal. We gotta get a rally going. We've got to get a rally going, guys. Oh, this is going to be this could get really obnoxious over the next now it's 3.5 minutes. I'm sorry. We're at 56. My bad.
Okay.
All right. This music's going to play through one more time. And then we got to do this. Streamlabs, PayPal, Begamania. Everyone get in here.
Everyone with 5.
And do this thing.
You can do it.
115 away. Starting behind the 8 ball on a Monday, I think I would have to take that shortage and I'd have to go and roll it into all the other goals. We can't be missing anymore.
I think so.
Skeezy says knock out that goal so Aaron doesn't have to beg Gary for his job back. Well, look, we are going to have to do something long term. This is unsustainable long term. We can't keep this going this way. 115 away. Come on, boys and girls. Do what you can for us. Couple of bucks here and there. Streamlabs, PayPal, Super Chats, memberships.
Little bits.
Rumble rants. How soon till he goes to Stone Cold ET? Motherfucker, I'll be working at the White Castle.
Oh, no.
Loaded Wrench with $1. Thank you very much. Keep your e-beggars in business. We've had nothing. We had Jeff and Loaded Wrench. That's it for our rally tonight. Now it's 2.5 minutes away.
Guys,
I do have to back it up. There we go. 2.5 minutes away. 115. Sandy Squatch gifting a membership to Rise Darth Jello. Thank you, Sandy Squatch. There's 260 in the kitty. If you can find it in your heart to throw, it's pathetic. I'm very pathetic tonight.
Great show, too.
You can find it in your heart to knock out that last 115. There's the empty offering plate. Fill her up with money. Bug becoming a baby boot. That coupled with Sandy Squatch gift takes us to 110. KE says, get some of that Bezos money. Dude, I'll take some of that sucking
Would
dick
be
money.
Nice.
Oh, here we are. Don't worry, I'll just take it out of Johnny's pay.
God.
Kidding. This is a bummer.
Poor Johnny.
How much time do we have? We have a minute 30. A minute 30 left to go. 110 away from tonight's goal. Can we do this? It takes everybody.
Skip that McDonald's one time.
Oh, man. Throw in just a little. Skeezy says, tell Biden to stop stealing my money so I have extra scratch to donate. I hear you.
I hear you.
It's a bad start to the week.
Yep.
All right, guys. 1 minute and 5 seconds left to go. April's Pink Puppies with $10 says, saved a few bucks golfing today thanks to lower fall rates, paying it forward. Thank you. The Begathon continues. 95. Thank you to Mr. Me with $5. 95 away from tonight's goal. We're at least in double digits.
I know.
We're at least in double digits.
It doesn't feel good going forward.
No. 40 seconds left to go. Loaded Wrench gifting a membership. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Here we go. People saying David Chandler, David Chandler. Dude, he kept us afloat last night and this morning. The guy can't do it all.
No.
Thank you to Mr. Me for $5. We'll take $3.50 of that. Appreciate it. 95 away from tonight's goal. Everyone do this thing and we can go another 30 minutes. Otherwise, we got to shut it down in a little bit.
We have such good stuff.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out. The e-begging has subsided. Hold on. Time out. Oh, that was a nasty bit of e-begging we just did.
Oh, ew, this is crazy.
Anonymous. This all just came in literally a minute ago at the same time. Thank you to Anonymous with 130.
Wow.
So that's going to put us 30 ahead for tomorrow.
Thank you, dude. I know that's not easy right now.
Thank you to Jason for the 1017. That's going to put us 130 ahead for tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you to Adam F. says enjoy with 65. That's going to put us 195 ahead for tomorrow.
Thank you.
And Buddy with $20.
Jesus Christ, you guys.
Thank you
so
guys
much.
very much. So now we went from holy shit, this e-beg session went terrible to all of a sudden.
I know, now I'm sweating for the opposite reason.
Now all of a sudden it's fucking crazy. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody.
We're very much aware that it's not easy right now.
Oh my God.
We really do need to work on something else.
You guys are, guys.
Like, I can't do this every night, and you certainly can't.
I can tell you we're absolutely working on other things. So
it just never happens fast enough, does it?
Yeah, don't you worry about that. We are definitely there. There are things that are literally just a matter of time, and we're just trying to survive until time runs out on that clock.
It's so hard knowing there's an answer. It's just you don't know when. Really?
Yeah, that's really
like there's
all
an
it
answer.
is.
There really is.
You guys You guys will be rewarded for this generosity. That's for sure. So now we're down to 140 for tomorrow.
Man, I know even $5 isn't easy for people to give, or a membership, and then you see people throwing in all that plus like 130s and stuff.
Bigot on Socialist Media with $7. Thank you, pal.
Wow.
Appreciate that over on Rumble. He's a golden whale as well. Mad Joe says, wow, I think YouTube is based or the chat crashed again. What? Chat crashed.
You see the chat.
Holy shit. Well, thank you guys very much. That's very humbling. You know what? This has been, before anyone thinks this is something new, I always remind myself of this too. We had these moments on Twitch where we were like,
did we?
Oh, yeah.
I guess pushing hype trains and stuff.
Oh, man. Remember when I was like, we didn't even cross a level 3 today? Fuck me.
I remember that, but like, there was at least stimulus money to be tossed around back then, which ironically is now why we're in this predicament.
That's what makes you feel shitty about the begging now, is you're like, you know people are going through
that
it.
makes me feel extra bad now.
Yeah.
Because I know, like, we watch our money a lot tighter than we used to.
Yeah, so don't worry. We're, like I said, we're working hard for you guys to figure something out. Because like we said, we're not blind. We're not stupid.
No.
We understand this isn't sustainable, and we'll...
Thank you. I do feel humbled.
If we can survive through all this other shit we've been through, we can certainly survive the lean times. All right, let's go ahead, and we promised this for overtime today. Teacher, you know what I'm going to do tomorrow?
What's that?
No e-begging until the last 5 minutes because we're at 140.
Yeah, just enjoy your show, honestly.
So we're not going to mention the goal or anything tomorrow until that last 5 minutes. That's what we'll do.
God, it's hot in here.
It sure is. That's what failure feels like, honey. Let's watch. You got to give us this. You got to give us this. When we get off the air, we're very happy because we get all of our anxiety and all that shit out on the air, and we share it with you guys. We're the most honest audience there is.
Yeah, no kidding.
Or the most honest show there is to its audience.
Yeah. The only reason I ever sweated at my last job was, hard work and temperatures. Now here it's just, you're introducing me to failure.
Dave O'Flave says, YouTube and Rumble won't show my chats. I put it in the comments of your tweet for this show. Maybe next time. That's fucked up, man. I don't get it. Red Fox Mad with $9.99 says, fuck the U of M Golden Gophers. Go North Dakota State Bison.
Hey.
I'll take that.
You paid for it, I guess.
You paid for it. The customer is always right.
That's right.
All right, let's check this out. These are my favorite. Whenever Law and Crime on YouTube has these, I always sit down and watch them. I'm like, I'm doing this for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Drunk teachers. Because on one hand, it's so humiliating and so embarrassing. Yet on the other hand, you totally understand and you get it.
I totally get it.
If you were one of these people, you'd lose your fucking mind.
Right.
And you drink sometimes too. You just can't get caught.
You and I semi-run a daycare on the weekends here at our fucking house because we quite literally have 10 children here, 9 to 10 kids.
The whole neighborhood.
The whole neighborhood of kids is here. And they are screaming and running, and I cannot imagine being a teacher.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
The drinking makes sense. But like I said, you just can't get caught. Let's see. Let's watch this young lady get caught.
Can we clear the room? This is Jennifer Davis.
Hi. Hi, Jennifer.
Jennifer, how you doing? You too. So we talked to Miss Davis a little bit about some reports that we've received as late as this morning. And so she understands, and she said she'd be willing to meet with you and talk to you.
Okay. So I'm guessing this is the principal.
As she sloshes her mouth with water. By the way.
Exactly. You got to get that rinsed out. So I'm guessing this is the principal, and he's talking to the police.
Yes.
And that's the weird thing about schools now is when shit like this happens, you don't just handle it in-house and can someone or something like that.
Which is professional.
You got to call the cops in and have them file a report. And I'm telling you, the reason I think why is because these teachers' unions protect these teachers so much that if you're the school and you get a police report, it's easier to fire the person.
Yeah, I think you need your ass covered, essentially.
But we want to give you all some privacy too. So is this a suitable?
Yeah, this is fine.
Is that a bike
We'll
horn?
just step out here.
It's somebody's phone.
How you doing from there?
I'm good. How are you?
She's real good.
Almost the end of the week. So what's going on today?
They said they had reports where I was drinking at school, which has never happened.
When was the last time you had it?
All right. She says, they said I was drinking at school, which never happens. April, what's in that box?
That's a breathalyzer.
So we're going to find out if that never happens or not.
Yeah.
Last night.
Okay. About what time did you quit drinking?
Probably about 10:30.
They always say
How much
that.
did you drink?
2 beers. I bet
Just a glass of wine. Nothing major.
just a glass of wine.
Was it the world's largest glass of wine?
Yeah. I mean, it was out of a gallon milk jug that I rinsed out, but it was just one drink.
All right. Well, would you be willing to submit to some tests?
Yeah.
To make sure everything's okay? Okay. All right. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to check you for HGM. Okay, this is what we call standardized field sobriety tests. Okay. There's 3 of them. I'm going to pretty much focus on the first one, which is horizontal gaze nystagmus. I'm going to have you take your glasses off, and I'm going to have you, we'll stand up when we do this.
Let me see the eyes.
I am so blind without them, I can't hardly see.
Can you see something like my finger about 6 inches from your face? Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, let's try.
I'll say this. If she's a problem alcoholic, if she's drunk right now.
Right, because she's a real functioning one.
Yeah. These are the people you got to look out for. Because she doesn't, I'll tell you this. I feel like this story's punking me. I feel like she could pass a breathalyzer right now.
I don't know about the breathalyzer. I think she could pass the test, though, because she is functioning.
I'm saying the way she's talking, you would not surprise me if you said, oh, yeah, she blew zeros.
Oh.
I go, oh, yeah, that makes sense. She seems fine.
I like her preemptive water drinking, though. Like, she's really trying.
Well, if she is that much of an alcoholic, this isn't her first time.
No.
Try that. Go ahead and stand up for me real quick if you would. Heel to heel, toe to toe, arm straight down to the side. Okay.
Oh, wait, no, she's a little leany. She's leaning a little bit.
look at those epic bags under her eyes.
Yeah, she hasn't. I'm telling you, she hasn't slept.
She went on an all-night bender or something.
10:30, my aching ass. Maybe 10:30 this morning.
Maybe she's just a real cutie. Those are some bags.
Now that we've got a little bit closer to her,
no glasses.
Yeah, that's a shit show right there. That's for sure.
She doesn't look too thrilled right now.
No.
Yes.
Any traumatic brain injuries?
No.
Growing up or anything like
No.
that? Okay. Because sometimes that can affect what I'm
No, I can't see without my glasses. That's all I was saying.
Okay.
My glasses.
Right.
I can't see without.
Okay. I want you to follow this right with your eyes and your eyes only. Don't move your head. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just track on that.
She's real focused.
All right.
Not bad.
She's turning her head a little that way, though.
Yeah, I feel like
she's
that's an
turning
old,
the head.
That's an old person thing, though. I feel like they're going to do that.
Like, here's how you know. Here's if I'm guessing. We have cops who listen, so they can tell me. But I think one of the telltale signs is like your head tries to go to the pen. Like you see sometimes they go, like they start leaning towards it. That might be a sign that you're a little fucked up.
Well, has anyone ever had you follow a pen? Like,
yeah. Oh, no, I kick ass at that. Here, go ahead. Fucking. Here.
I was going to say, like, it's not hard, but I feel like you still instinctively want to move your head, right?
No.
I love watching you go cross-eyed. Here, I'll go closer. See, your head moved a little there.
I did it?
The closer I get to you, your head moves.
All right. Oh. Well, I'm being assaulted.
Try to keep your head as straight as you can, okay?
Oh, she is really moving.
Oh, yeah. Now she's really, she's a little fucked up.
She's got some fatigue going on.
See, the more they...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She can't stop.
You know what it is? Your eyes must get tired the more drunk you are.
That's why I said fatigue. Like,
that's why they do it so many times. Okay.
Like, you can do it, but I bet if you kept doing it, you get lazy and your head starts going.
Sorry, I'm nervous. So
Sorry, I'm nervous. Oh, the head's moving.
This never happens to me.
Just put your eyes over here.
He's looking at the other cop like, she's drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, she can't. Her eyes can't keep up anymore. She's turning the head. She's fucked up.
Yeah, her head's like
she's shaking. Yeah, she's having a hard time keeping her head straight. Ow, fuck you.
She's like a chihuahua right now.
She is. Like there's fireworks going off outside.
Or somebody slightly raising their voice.
Way up this time.
She should grab one of those Tootsie Pops in the back, freshen up her breath a little bit.
Ew.
Yeah, her head's going crazy. Look at that. That head's going up and down. You might as well be asking her yes or no questions.
I didn't do up and down to you.
All right, this is what we call our portable breathalyzer machine. Okay.
Yes.
See, now, here's what I don't get. If you're lying, I never get this about these situations. If you're lying, now's the time to let us know you're lying because what are you, just crossing your fingers and hoping that a miracle happens when you blow?
No, I think the time to let them know is like the first time they ask you, because once you lie to them, can't they get you for something on that too, for lying?
You're not talking to a lawyer, so I can't say for sure.
I
don't think so. Just lean the fuck in.
Honest.
You don't have to take the test, okay? But this will show the presence of alcohol if there's any on board. Okay.
There you go. There's the sip of water again.
This again would be your opportunity.
Yeah.
If teachers here or administrators feel that they smell alcohol on you, this would be your opportunity to prove this.
Sure.
Okay. You willing to take that test?
Yes.
Okay.
Mistake.
I haven't.
This is where they get nervous, is when he's setting it up.
I haven't had anything today.
Okay. And if that's the case, or if there's nothing on board,
No,
sometimes
I'm
if people have had a really good one on the night before, it can carry over into the next day.
So what do I do?
As far as what?
You said it can carry into today.
It can.
Oh, see, she's been. This is bullshit. You've been drinking today.
She's looking for an out.
She knows something's gonna come up on there, and she's looking for an out. First of all, if you have rollover minutes going and you stop drinking at 10 the night before, and it's the afternoon or the late morning, the most you're gonna blow is like a 0.04.
And you and I have had plenty years of drinking at this point.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Sure.
We've both known what it's like to have some rollover minutes. How long do those last? Unless, let's say you don't keep...
Noon, 1 o'clock.
Oh, God. For me, it cuts off so much sooner than that.
Oh, really?
Oh, I'm just saying, you don't make it.
I go by, when I get a headache and really feel wiped out. If I have rollover minutes, about noon, 1 o'clock.
See,
whenever I eat something.
Yeah. For me, it's I ate a little breakfast and coffee. Now it's kind of going away.
Yeah. You ever drink water or have something small to eat the morning after and it stirs up whatever's on the bottom and you feel a little fucked up again?
Well, then you got to start going again.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
And then you will never feel bad.
I miss being 24.
Sure can. I mean, if people get on a week-long bender or if they really tie a good one on the night before, the alcohol could still be on board.
But then you can't come to work.
No, I can't give you any legal advice to take it or not.
He's trying to get her to take the test without telling her to.
And it's your right to refuse it. But again, I'll say this is, if you're saying you're not under the influence of alcohol, this is your opportunity to prove to your employer that you're not.
I thought you were blind without those.
I haven't had anything, but I admitted to you last night, yes.
But if you had 1 glass of wine last night and...
That's out.
Oh.
You didn't have anything else after that, 1 glass of wine isn't going to carry over into the next day.
No, I went to sleep.
Okay. All right, so you want to take this?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
What do you...
Let's take bets. Let's take bets, guys. What's it going to be?
So the last one was 3 times the legal limit, right?
Last one was 0.24, yeah.
I think she's going to be twice the legal limit.
0.18?
Yeah.
Or no, 0.16, that would be.
Yeah, we're bad at math.
Okay, you're going 0.16. I hate to jam you up Price is Right style here, but I'm going to go 0.19.
You bastard.
I'm going to go 0.19. That's just what I feel.
You bastard.
I feel 0.19.
What do you want to bet on this, huh?
A blowjay. A blowjay Simpson.
Is that where my head comes off?
Yeah, that's where you suck my dick and I cut your head off.
I would just like to know who is said,
Well, ma'am, that I don't know. I was just called by the administrator.
But I just...
She wants to know who the rat is.
Yeah, who's the fucking rat? Who's the cheese-eating rat bastard who sold me out?
She wants to know who to think about when she's in the jail cell later.
Yeah. Dude, you know what I'd do? I'd start, if I was drinking at school and I knew another teacher was, I'd quick rat that teacher out and throw suspicion off myself.
That's true. Throw the scent off.
That's what you got to do. Does vodka really not smell, or is that
what's going to happen is when this thing tells me it's time to blow, I'm going to have you reach over with your mouth and blow into that as hard as you can until I tell you to stop.
All right.
Big deep breath, blow.
0.19. Come on, 0.16. 0.19. Let's do this.
Look at that blowing form.
0.19. 0.19. Holy. Oh my God. How is she not dead?
That's point.
Oh, 0.04.
There's a 0, dummy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to 0.59.
We're both going to be wrong.
Well, it's still climbing.
That's not much, though.
That's not that bad.
You got to let her off the hook, don't you?
Hold on. It's still going up.
No, it's not. She's fine.
Yeah, that ain't shit.
Look at her drinking water again.
I don't even know what that
0.06.
is. That
it's under the limit.
Yeah.
You are just under the legal limit.
She's thinking, no, that sounds good.
She's trying to be cool, but inside she's going, fuck yeah. Right? That's good. It's like, no, you're not supposed to have any in your system when you're
not
teaching children.
Don't you need to take the day off if you're having such a bad when you're drinking?
Well, what does this say right here? The school that she's in. What grade does that say?
I actually can't read
that says third grade.
Yeah, okay.
So she's in an elementary school.
Yeah. Well, you know they can be bags of shit in 3rd grade.
3 times 3 is go fuck yourself.
If you were to be out driving right now, you would be charged with DWI, driving while intoxicated.
What?
Under the legal limit?
Just under it. The legal limit is 0.08, which is DUI.
So why would she
0.06 to 107.
I never knew that. I thought DWI and DUI were interchangeable. I didn't know driving while intoxicated was you were under the limit and they can still pop you.
Wow. We're actually both learning something.
Holy shit. I thought in some states it was called DWI, in some states it was called DUI.
I hate to side with you, but I thought the same thing.
Yeah.
So I guess we're both retards.
We're both stupid. What can I tell you?
Hey,
you
but
should have never given us your money.
Neither of us drink and drive, though.
You guys got us to 140 for tomorrow already.
I
Thank
know.
you for your generosity, but we did not deserve it because we're dumb.
We are
You
stupid.
could be charged with DWI.
I haven't had anything to drink today.
Okay, well, I'm going to let Mr.
You don't go to .06 on rollover minutes for a glass of
Is there
wine.
anybody that can come and pick you up here at the school?
Yes. But, I mean, I don't.
Uh-oh.
Just call someone. Right now.
Under the.
Okay.
Major. Yeah, see, that's kind of the defense I thought she was going to go with. She's like, look, I'm under the legal limit, so we're okay, right? But I don't think your bosses are going to be too happy that you're blowing nearly a .07, teaching kids.
Yeah, here's where I'll kind of get away from what you said. If I'm her right now and they just ask me if I can call someone, I'm like, yes, sir. I will do it right now, sir.
Absolutely.
If there's any slight chance I can skate on this one, I'm just cooperating. I'm just getting the fuck out of there.
I'm cooperating here.
Just call somebody and say, hey, I desperately need a ride right now. Come get me. You can explain later.
She's trying to do the thing where she's like, oh, I'm under the limit. Can't I just drive home?
Don't do that.
Because they'll follow your ass. The minute you swerve.
And then they'll pull you over.
Yep.
Look at that elbow.
Wait, hold on. He said probably blowing a .13. What does that mean?
I can have somebody come pick me up.
Okay. See, let him talk to...
But I'm under the legal limit, right?
So under the legal limit just means that you're under the legal limit. It shows that there's alcohol in your system.
Right.
So you are still technically intoxicated. You're just under the legal limit of .08. Like if you were to be out driving right now and you got pulled over and you did SFSTs like you just did.
I'm just learning
and
right
did
now.
A breathalyzer, you could still be charged for DWI. Not DUI, but DWI. Okay? Does that make sense?
Kind of,
Okay.
yeah.
No, it doesn't, because none of us understand that.
If I have somebody that can come pick me
The
up.
fuck is the legal limit for then?
That is going to be... we need to see what Mr. Kinsey wants to do. And
Fire your ass, you drunk.
Major.
Yeah, see, .066 is not you were drinking the night before. You've been sipping on something at school.
So what will get you to that point? Is it
2 or 3 beers?
Is it different for different people? Like I'm 100 pounds less than you are. So
I would say I'd be at .06 after 3 beers.
What would it be for me?
2 beers.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I haven't even finished this one.
But you shouldn't have 3 beers at school.
No, you got to take that day off, man.
I would say a couple of shots or 3 beers.
Ugh.
We'll get you to
Somebody had some boozy coffee.
That's what I mean. Like she was drinking that morning. You don't roll over with unless you were fucked up and this is like the first class of the day.
Right, it could happen if it's the morning, but she also only said I had 1 glass of wine.
Yeah, if
you got to have a better story than that. Tell him you had like 3 or 4 glasses of wine last night.
Tell him you went out and got shit-faced for somebody's birthday and you were hammered and you feel like garbage
It was
today.
your husband's birthday, it was your best friend's birthday, and you were hammered and you're just, that's why you got all the water today.
Right.
Something.
7. You can space those out.
Hey, quit picking your nails, you pig.
You ought to talk.
I know, but I don't do it on camera.
To say that I had stuff here, I've never.
Yeah, and like
ever, and I know it's a small town.
Yeah, like Major Mallinson was saying that we have,
That ain't good.
we're not privy to that information. We just get a call and come do it. You know what I mean?
I did show welfare for years.
Say that one more time.
I did show welfare for years.
What?
I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah.
But just for
You were a
somebody to be
chomo
like
for
so
years?
vicious to say like,
She leaned like a cholo for
I just don't get it.
Hey, SA, you drinking at school, man?
Go search her
here we go.
room,
That's the
right?
right thing to do, but it's also the thing that will draw scrutiny and criticism from everybody in the community.
Because she's allowed to go home with
Boy, this is a small town. You
Yeah.
can tell he's like, everybody's going to be talking about this shit,
Well-
and we're going to catch all kinds of hell for it.
Here's my small town brain. She's been caught 1 time, and you cross your fingers and hope this scares the shit out of her into not doing this again. And then if
Right.
it happens a 2nd time, you fire her. That's how I'd play it.
Everyone's going to talk, though, about the drunk teacher at the school.
And
You're not going to want to work there anymore if you're this teacher.
be arrested.
I think the thing we'll have to do there, just to speak the school language here for a second with you, is just she's not going to come back.
Oh.
She's going to give me a letter. if we're going to do it that way. So I'm willing to go that way, or if she's not willing to give me a letter of resignation.
And that's something you'll work out between with her. But from a legal standpoint, I'm going to go ahead and make the arrest.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa. You can arrest somebody for
endangering the welfare of children.
Yeah. Okay.
Take her from here.
Again, there's two ways now. You can view an arrest as she goes to jail, or I could cite and release on her own recognizance, provided she's got somebody that's sober that can come and take possession of her.
And so you're going to give her that option.
Well,
That's
no.
what they're hoping for.
The decision I'm going to make before I walk back in that room.
Okay.
I'm comfortable with that.
And for us, it's it's nothing.
No,
our job is-
I like these guys
God.
because they know what their role is. Like, he's just got to be chummy with her while this
Yeah.
guy's plotting to, drag her ass out of here in cuffs.
This Law and Crime Trial Network does a good job.
They
I
do a
would
great
like
job,
to
yeah.
do this for a lot more overtimes.
Yeah, for sure.
This
I
is-
love
Not
I
the
like
judge.
this.
It's just our job is to do our job.
No,
So.
I trust me. I was CPS.
Yeah.
Oh, Child Protective Services. You were CPS, and now you're
Wow.
fucking almost shit-faced in school.
You know better, ma'am.
She looks like, what's the teacher from Monsters, Inc.?
She totally does. I thought about
Yes.
that earlier.
She's an ugly broad.
You wouldn't?
I used to
No.
tell my clients,
Not with your
I'm not here
dick.
to judge you the way your house looks or anything, but there's
Right.
a reason I'm here.
I took some people to court yesterday.
I thought he was going to say I took some pills.
He really is nervously picking his nails
Yeah.
right now.
Fucking get those cuticles pushed down, homeboy.
I had arrested, and he said, "Man, I really appreciate you still treating me like a human being."
Yeah.
Men are supposed to know what cuticle means.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, now you're not so worried about the cops. You did the breathalyzer. You're like, all right, passed.
And they're strangers, but you know these people.
But now your boss comes in, and you're like, oh, fuck. Is a .066 going to help me skate?
Tits.
What'd you see?
I got breathalyzed once after a rear end collision. The cop did not think it was funny when because I hadn't drank anything. Like, I was fine. I knew it was going to be zero.
You're just a bad
But
driver.
I
get
fell
it.
asleep. And I rear-ended
I've heard
somebody.
this story.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And so he breathalyzed me, and he didn't find it funny that while the meter was running, I went, "Come on, sevens."
I've heard that.
I
too.
thought I was breaking the tension or whatever. He didn't.
What did
find
he
it.
say?
He didn't even look at me.
Oh.
He just looked down at the thing.
You are that person who's kind of a bag of shit at a bad moment, though.
Yeah, because I'm trying to
Like-
ease I'm easing attention,
Like,
baby.
how many times have I had a seriously bad moment with something, and you'll just say the dumbest things you think it's funny? Like, I'm
Yeah.
seriously having like a panic about something, and you're
Right.
well, this
Yeah.
though.
Well, let's continue
You're like
on.
goofy.
Let's continue on with this because I think this is where she's gonna get fired.
Jennifer Davis.
Jennifer. Okay, do you have your ID with you?
That's a pretty girl's name.
And
It's in your purse?
yeah.
I'm going to need to see that.
Okay. I'll go get
She'll
it.
go
Where's
get
your purse?
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Uh-oh.
I've got a prediction. She went to go get the purse because there's something else in there that she wants to fucking snag.
Yeah, because in the
There's
last,
booze there.
Because in the last arrest video we watched, the
She had
principal
booze in
went
the
to
cup.
go get the bag and
Yeah.
the cup.
I'm telling you right now, she wanted to go
Well-
get in front, go out and get in front of something.
What? One more time?
Go
gout.
ga. People pay for this shit
But like, why?
generously.
Why wouldn't they have already searched her room and her car though? It seeing as she
You
put
can't
students
until
in
you
danger.
gotta have the cops here, and then you gotta
No,
you gotta
no,
go
the
through a
cops.
process. They can't just go searching her.
Well, she already has proven that she drank today and put children at risk.
I
telling me
think
that's
if you're
not
the
plausible?
cops, I think you'd rather the school did it because the school has the ultimate authority to do it.
My room and my cabinet. Okay. Is there anything else that you would need?
My fifth of Jack.
Just my purse and my
You think she's a Jack girl?
Whatever I need.
I don't know. She's a woman, so maybe vodka, but it's a small town and she's fat, so maybe whiskey.
Jennifer, what's your phone number?
Yeah, we gotta quiet this part down. All right, I want to get through all the.
What is happening?
It's on a teacher's
Okay,
salary.
Jennifer, I'm going to be honest with you.
Uh-oh.
This is
That's
a
never
portable
good.
breathalyzer machine. It reads a little lower than what the actual intoxilizer, which we utilize at the police department,
Why not do that first
reads
then?
lower. This came up a 0.066.
I have not had any. That's what I'm saying. I haven't had anything today.
Wouldn't you be
Well,
crying
again,
or
I don't know
something?
your drinking habits.
Okay, I kind of explained that to you before I put you on the machine. Okay, if somebody drinks a lot, and if they run with a normal VAC of, say, about a 0.06 or 0.8, that's what feels normal to them. Okay?
Okay.
When they start to get below that, that's when the onset of withdrawals kick in.
So they're basically right to her face going, you're an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Like you walk around at 0.06 and you don't know it.
Yeah, but somebody just happened to smell it on her that day. You know what I mean?
Like if you can smell it on them, like you can smell a hangover, like you can smell booze in a hangover.
Dude, people have a cop accused you of smelling like booze, and you had just gotten from the gym.
And I hadn't drank for a week.
A whole week. We actually confirmed that you hadn't had a beer for a week.
Shakes and not feeling so good, and then you drink a little more to get feeling normal again.
Sure.
Guys, you're getting more overtime because of how generous you are tonight. Thank you.
You're still on stuff.
Yeah, I got to see the end of this.
You still got 10 minutes.
Enough to let you know if you were to be put on the actual intoxilizer that you'd be up around 0.12.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Is that true, or is that some bullshit they're pulling because she tested so low?
Yeah, I actually don't like this. Why not scrap the one that tests lower then? And
Bring
just
the other
bring
one.
the normal one out. Why
Unless
wouldn't you do that
that's a
across
big-ass
the
machine
board?
they have at the thing.
But that doesn't make sense. Then you're getting inaccurate readings.
When I checked your eyes for horizontal gaze nystagmus, you had every clue. You had the onset of you had the lack of equal pursuit. You had the onset of nystagmus prior to 45 degrees, and you had nystagmus at max deviation.
Remember when this guy, they did the 0.66, and this guy said something like that would be a 0.13. Remember he said that?
Yeah, and we were like...
What does that mean? So,
What?
okay, they know.
Okay. If I had pulled you over, I'm going to be honest with you, you'd have been arrested for driving under the influence.
Okay, that's what he was explaining.
Yep. Okay.
Can I have somebody pick me up?
Well,
This is awkward as fuck for everyone in this room.
I've got a legal obligation. Okay.
Uh-oh.
You're here.
Oh, she knows.
Yeah.
Entrusted for the care and safety and the
But
teaching.
I-
Listen.
Yep.
For the
I
teaching of these kids.
understand, but
Okay. No, today you're going to be arrested for public intoxication.
Yeah.
Okay.
And endangering the welfare of children.
That's the kick in the dick, is like, you let those kids down, too.
Yeah.
Please don't do this.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this is always the saddest part.
I know. It's hard to
Oh,
watch.
it's like watching us try to hit our goal at the end of the show.
I
Just
know.
watching the begging. Oh, no, young
Yeah,
lady.
except we pull through.
Yeah, right.
She
and then,
won't.
And then after that, we go, oh, isn't that? It's like a weird jacking off. We're like, oh, wasn't that gross and
finally
weird
come.
what we just did? That was strange.
We did this together.
Let's wipe that off our chest and move on.
Shower time.
We'll have my sister come get me.
I don't write the laws.
And I will resign. I
Well,
will
that's
resign
going to be
and not.
that's something you're going to discuss with
Wow.
the administration.
She's trying.
She's
It's a
worried,
small town.
dude.
She's trying to avoid being dragged through the street.
Yep.
You know,
She is terrified right now.
they're making her
I
walk
don't
from the
blame
Sept
her.
to Baylor to the Red Keep right
Dude,
now.
I don't blame her. We had one controversy with a teacher one time, and it wasn't drinking. It was like a inappropriate relationship.
Uh-oh.
And
He was
everybody
fucking a
heard about
horse.
it. And it turns out he wasn't even at fault for anything. But that shit ran quickly. You know?
Let me guess. You really liked that teacher.
No, I had never had him. He was like an art teacher, but he wasn't like an art teacher until you had to like elect to be in his class in high school.
Yeah.
No, I wasn't for me.
Here that I've made my decision. Okay. It's zero tolerance. Okay.
That principal's like, oh, at least she offered
I
to
would just
resign.
like to know who report. And I did not drink today.
Well, I'm
That's
going to
what
tell
I-
you from a legal standpoint, when people call in and report a crime, of any crime, we're not in the business of telling people who made the report.
Right.
I think it was this girl right there in the stripes
Because that'll get you killed in the hood.
in a small town.
So
Try that in a
you're
small
taking me
town.
to county.
And it's going to be a municipal charge. I'm
Being
not gonna
pretty-
run it
she's
through
being a
district
real
court.
pro
It'll be
about
to
it.
The city to Tecumseh. It'll be a municipal charge of public
She
intoxication.
seems coherent.
Yeah. She's an alcoholic. She's functioning.
I feel bad on some level for her.
Should we skip around a little bit?
Yeah.
In terms of your
Oh, wait.
employment here, Jennifer, we can't move forward with you being a teacher here any longer.
Okay.
If you want to resign, that's your option. If you choose not to, though, I would be forced to go to the board and ask for your termination based on that.
Yeah, just resign and then go to another town and see if you can get a teaching gig.
Anytime.
And learn from this one, hopefully.
Yeah.
To resign.
there may be
You got one?
the state mail, Department of Education, they will involved in.
Okay, so here's what.
What's he doing?
Somebody reported her purse for us.
Yeah.
You got it right here.
Can I not be handcuffed out, please? I'm not going to run on you.
Well, I know that.
It's
But it
just
is, listen to me, the police department operates under policies and procedures, and I can't treat you any more different than anybody else.
no.
Yeah, you got to be a pharma billionaire to get that.
Now, I'm not going to run you down the hallways and fade you through.
My child is in the 3rd grade hall.
Oh,
no. She's a 3rd
It doesn't
grader?
face out to this parking lot right here.
When you're fat, you look older.
Oh my God. No way.
Would your ID be in here?
Oh, they're going to search through her purse. Hold on.
Is there anything in here I need to know about?
Just my medication that I take daily.
Don't find booze.
Finds airplane bottles.
Would Maisie be in here?
Oh, look at this cold bitch. Look at this cold bitch. Do you see what she just slid her?
No.
Resignation papers.
Oh.
Oh, that is a cold-blooded bitch. Watch this.
I don't know. She's just kind of doing her job.
I like her. Watch. She's already got her hand on it, ready to push it over. Ready?
Jennifer, would Maisie be in
Look.
here?
Whoop. Oh, yeah. Wow, okay.
Is there someone we can contact for you?
My sister, can I call her now? Can I call my sister?
I want to see if they find booze.
She looks way too old to be a parent of a
know.
3rd grader.
Yeah.
She does.
I mean, we have a 4th grader. Neither of us are that way.
You take any prescription narcotic?
I take Xanax.
When's the last time you took that?
Okay, that doesn't make you smell like booze, though.
I take it.
Or the breathalyzer.
Prescribed by
Is that for anxiety?
Yes.
Okay.
Clear.
No wonder she's so calm.
Like,
Xanax.
Right.
It's so messy, but on the side is where my license is.
Can you imagine?
They're all just waiting for booze to
What do you
come
feel
out
like
of there.
something embarrassing in there?
I'm here for the tension of finding something.
You're here for it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so nothing.
And that would be funny if she went, oh, thank God.
That's good though, right?
That's good.
That's not bad.
7 Central, 1 by OLN.
That does kind of mean she's an alcoholic though.
Yeah.
Last night, but nothing. Am I going to count? Like, where am I?
Yeah, they already told you that, bitch.
It's on
I want
177.
to see if they find some booze.
What if it's in her room in a cup?
No, Shelly, I was drinking this morning. That's what nobody.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, you must have got pretty fucked up. I mean, if you're .6066.
Is there anybody that can come out there and get me?
Oh no.
She's
7 to 3.
If any of you three have a heart, drive her home.
But you will be able to pick
Oh, no,
up
they don't
Maisie.
want to fucking talk to her. Putting them through this shit.
I know.
Which name?
Burglar alarm.
Burglar alarm?
I was going to see
Another
if you could
call.
take that burglar alarm call.
Jesus.
If we want to go ahead and take care of the
This town is
letter
fucky.
here, there's one that's been drafted for you if you prefer.
They've already drafted a resignation letter.
They're on it.
Look at that. They've already drafted a resignation letter and they're having her sign it.
Yep.
So we're not going to get any booze, huh?
Well, she's gonna be in jail after this, so.
We'll handcuff you up front, not in the back.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Here you go.
And then put your coat. The old trick is do the Mike Tyson. Put the coat over the handcuffs.
What they put on the news, but there's a good chance that once this gets reported, then there will be statements we'll have to release and notes we'll have to
He's
send
trying
on
to be
parents,
nice.
and
Yeah,
then
but he's
news
pissed.
reporters
Of
will
course.
show up. I will
Can't be doing
as
it.
discreet as I can in terms of how I handle
Could
it.
we, please? I've never been in trouble in my life.
I understand, but again, that's not up to me. I'm not going to go pushing anything out there until they show up if that happens. Okay?
You did not.
All right. I think that's pretty much
Got to
it.
respond.
That's pretty much it for her. You know, I was really hoping they'd find some booze on her, though.
I was too. I always want the juice. Now, since they're arresting her, can I get more juicy? You know?
Can I get a little something extra?
Can we get some hard drugs in there too?
Yeah, could they
Can
have
we
found
get some fentanyl?
I thought when they were going through the little wallet, I thought maybe they were going to find some
pill or
coke.
two?
Yeah, no, I thought they were going to
Oh.
find coke.
Oh, one of the little baggies.
You ain't getting my money, says lawyer up. Who, me or them? I like that. You ain't getting my money. I like that honesty. Just like, hey, don't even bother with me, pal. Go fuck
Don't
your
even
mother. Yeah, suck my dick. I'm here to watch your show for free, and you can suck my ass. How about that? I like that guy's honesty. I do appreciate. There's a weird part of me that really appreciates that. Guys,
I like the drunk videos.
thank you very much for your support. It was awesome tonight. We took it down to the wire, and
Thank you.
we did get Beggy on you, as we do from time to time, but you guys got tomorrow down to 140 already, so we're going to shut the fuck up about money tomorrow morning until it's time to rattle the cans. Thank you very, very much.
Yes.
You guys are awesome. You're the absolute best audience. We got a small little show here, and you guys keep it on the air. And a little breathing room for Black Tuesday.
I love a good Black Tuesday.
All right, that's enough out of you. You're done now. I'm canceling you.
Thank you.
After that kind of stuff.
You know what? Release me. Sweet mercy.
All right, boys and girls, thank you very much. Up over 300 at one point today and stayed up near 300 till the end of the show here.
Killed the goal.
Thank you. Zen Rhino says, April, I've got an extra ticket to Beetlejuice if you want to come with you. Hey.
I do love a good play.
I'm not going to read your email now, Zen.
Make it wicked and we'll talk.
God damn it. April, thank you very much.
Thank you.
To the rest of you, thanks for all your time, effort, and support. And we